Hello everyone, welcome back to Dark Heresy. I promise, this is Dark Heresy, ignore the army. Last time, Warban had found that, well, evidence that it is not just a chaos cult on this planet. There are also the insidious, the many-limbed and murderous genestealers. So of course, the decision has been made to do the right, proper Imperial thing, assemble a couple of companies of heavy infantry and go in there and root them out with fixed bayonets and flamethrowers.
Really, it's what the Emperor would have wanted.
Yeah.
You can tell
So-
it's what the Emperor wanted because the Living Saint is the one leading the charge. Definitely not just because of trauma. It's fine.
It's okay, we're going to get revenge.
So, the you have an awful lot of people, and this is just what you got immediately. More are being prepared and are en route either as reinforcements or to help quarantine the area so that none of the genestealers sneak out the back door of the mountain. So, given the sheer scale of the number of people, we'll put a choice to you. Either we do the very messy thing of actually playing this out in full granular detail, because I do have like an actual map prepared with people on, or we can use the slightly abstracted rules, equivalent of a boarding action.
I like that plan because Jesus Christ, the other plan will take like 4 sessions.
As much as I would love a 4-session raid of mass dynamic combat, probably for the first 2 sessions before I would be completely tired of it for the third, I think we'll abstract the rules.
Yeah. By the 3rd session, aka the 3rd round.
With this many people, the worst part is that might not be a joke if you had to do every one of them and they weren't in squads. Like I assume Merz
These
has
are
some systems
squads. Like these tokens are squads already.
Well, they are fire teams of 4 dudes.
Oh. Okay, even me.
Yeah.
Even I no. Let's just all right. There. I thought those were just large troops because they were like oh yeah, I should have read the fire team. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I was so used to being big, and I was just like, "There's no way
These are the large dudes.
we would play out all of that."
Yeah.
Wait, how does Warhammer do this shit?
There are
I mean,
like 500 people here ish. 4 or 5.
Little under 400 because it's I believe you've got 150 Vanguard and then 120 each of Skitarii and Inquisitorial Stormtroopers. So actually, yeah, a little over 400 with you guys.
Yeah. Just fine, because that means it's all within Juno's Halo of Command.
I believe that is line of sight, though, yes, as well. Or...
It doesn't say from what I remember, but my my plus 30 relic is a line of sight thing. Yeah, it just says for Era of Authority, when taking command skill tests, the character may affect a number of targets equal to 100 times their fellowship bonus rather than 10.
I think I would suggest looking at the uses of the command skill then, because that may specify its line of sight.
I suggest that's poop. Let me look. I mean, to be fair, either way, Juno's going to be like right up in there with them. So
Yeah.
let's see. Command. Special use Inspire. In some situations, blah, 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 blah. As a full action,
No.
the character can make a challenging command test to inspire one or more of his followers. Inspired followers gain a plus 10 on their next skill or characteristics test.
Yeah, no, nothing about line of sight for either of them, actually.
Nice. I can sit in my command salamander and just order troops all day. In fact, yeah, that has to work that way because command rhinos and shit exist.
Yeah. So. Good God, even with abstracting this, I'm slightly intimidated.
So even the attraction's going to take a minute.
It's fine.
I mean, I am here for mass amounts of violence and bloodshed, so...
Clearly, we just start with sending Amy Naruto running headlong into this tunnel to, like, chase down their leader and assassinate him before we even go in.
Don't think I learned any lessons from yesterday.
What happened yesterday?
Balak orcs.
That
doesn't mean anything to you.
No.
Just know we got a bot for running in.
Yeah, we did a little dungeon and well,
2 months decided to turn their brains off and run ahead.
Yeah, we ended up with the entirety of the dungeon in one fight.
Oh no.
And then Balak's dice are rolling like hot fire.
It was not ideal.
But it was fun.
Yes.
What level are you guys in that game?
9, I believe. Yeah, was a lot of orcs, orogs, goblins, an ogre that had an ability to throw goblins.
Rad.
Yeah.
Standard D&D stuff. But yeah, no, I am completely willing to rush forward and just risk everything because I am suicidal right now and desire violence.
Alright, so we send Amy in.
Okay. Give me a minute then. As it occurred to me, I didn't have anything ready for like a climactic boss room. So I'm just using a Gabriel Picard ice cave.
Picard.
So, just Amy?
I mean, what
Yeah,
I'm trying
just
to
her
accomplish
role-playing.
here is the champion challenge part of the mass combat rules. You know, have her fight something real quick, then give us a big fat command bonus. Which means I think, yeah, that's generally 1v1.
What?
Sure. Um, DCL being DCL, I assume you want to actually, resolve this properly rather than
Yeah,
a roll off.
I believe that was...
Generally speaking.
Yeah, just wanted to make sure.
Now we get to see how scary Genestealers are.
Yeah.
DCL, be happy this is probably one-on-one. These things are legitimately pretty terrifying, even for you.
That only makes me want to fight more of them.
They
I said
make
it
more
yesterday.
attacks than you have dodges.
I said it yesterday. The chance or the assumption that I will lose only makes me want to fight more, because then that means if I win, it's all the better. I do not take fights because I go in with the assumption that I will win. I take fights because I know that they will be fights and that I have to risk for victory.
All right. I will request from you a stealth roll.
Okay. I think I want to at least go in with my armor, though. It's probably... I don't know, despite this armor, I feel like at certain times, despite looking cool, it is basically a paperweight. And if it wasn't for the fact that it didn't slow me down, I'd probably go naked. But I'm keeping it on. That does not count for all the weapons. Only a certain few chaos and supernatural ones. So yeah, no.
Genestealers are renowned for their ability to tear through even Terminator armor.
No, then yeah, no. Why? Okay, yeah. Let's just bring the stealth armor then, because it's not gonna matter. Like genuinely, I'll take the stealth bonus instead and use that for my stealth rolls. Right.
Okay.
So close.
And I'm going to pop just a couple of awareness rolls. See if you will actually be able to get it in a one-on-one. Oh, Lamau, regular cultists don't even have awareness trained.
I didn't have awareness trained until I specifically dumped a bunch of points into it.
Nice.
Amy is able to slip on through and oh, sweet, and just penetrate into the depths of the Genestealer lair. Now, I will say it's a very good thing that you have a thing that makes you immune to mind control, because otherwise this would be a very elaborate way of killing yourself.
Oh yes, no, of course.
As it would just hypnotic gaze you and then GG.
If it wasn't for the fact that I have the specific advanced training for this. Actually, no, that's a lie. I'd probably still attempt this, but I wouldn't do it so brazenly.
And I grab like a boops for everyone else to see through.
Oops.
Let's see. I should turn vision on for you. Right then. So, Amy, you have snuck on through. You are in about as deep as you can get. So, I have a question. Are you going for the fanciest human, or are you going for the big genestealer?
I feel like the big gene. I did sneak in here. If I observe them for a few seconds, which one gives off the biggest boss vibes? I forget.
Genestealer.
Because it's
By
Gene.
a huge margin.
No, I mean, yeah, but it's like Genestealers could disguise themselves as humans, right?
No.
No. The
Am I thinking of the right Genestealers?
So the Genestealer cultists look like humans, except they have like some visible mutations, but they can generally pass. Actual pure strain Genestealers are like four-armed aliens horror movie aliens.
and they're the ones that I'm not sure. Well, no, of course, Juno would be able to tell you. They're the ones that amplified the signal off-world to invite the noms.
Yeah, taking out the biggest Genestealer will also weaken their psychic, like their battle net, basically.
Yes. That is the other thing. This is, even having snuck in, this isn't going to stay a one-on-one for very long.
No, the rest of us
Oh, yeah,
will
no, of course.
assault as soon as Amy strikes.
Okay. So there is no reason for me to have any hint that the fancy human guy could be like some kind of haha surprise. I was the real mastermind and the one in power. Because I wouldn't be surprised if that happened. I'm just saying.
40K does roll that way when it comes to the Chaos Gods, particularly Zinch, but they're not that subtle when it comes to Tyranids. The subtle part are the people that try to pass as human.
Yeah, they're already snuck in here, so it's not like they have a reason to be that deep undercover. I'm just saying. I'm gonna get that one swing.
I totally
So-
understand.
But yeah, we'll take it.
Yeah, you can pick up, but he is he is an authority figure. He's in charge of the humans, but he is definitely subservient to the Genestealers themselves.
Alright, yeah. Big Genestealer boy. Let's go.
Also, is
Okay.
Amy able to get a feel for how many like pure strains might be down there while she's sneaking through?
Yeah. One thing I will note, though, before I give you that, as Amy gets deeper, Vox contact gets very, very spotty. It clearly does not like the entire mountain being in the way. Your comms are very staticky and sometimes just cut out. But she can at least relay number of genestealers. There are at least 30 pure strains,
Uh-oh.
fully manifested genestealers.
Spoopy.
There may be more that she can't see. Even Amy, live kitty that she is, There are some nooks and crannies that she can't get into, but a genestealer probably could.
Hey, you know what's
then
not
I-
subtle and easy to hide, though, is a killdozer.
You know what's not easy and subtle to hide?
Your boner?
Cut through walls. That too.
Is there any sign of the killdozer down there?
No.
Uh-oh.
More. There are no tunnels that actually look big enough for a killdozer to get into.
What's the layout looking like?
Very squirrely. Lots of tight tunnels, blind corners, nooks and crannies everywhere. I will
I guess that's also another question. How do genestealers fight? Do they like to be big brooding monsters that just rush at you, or do they try to hide in crevices and pop out Urain World style?
both.
Fair
They
enough.
are very much ambush predators, but once they start, they get a bit they get a bit direct.
What's their sensory ranges like?
Significant. But so for layout, since Amy is just being a good scout, I will just show you what map looks like.
No, this texture road is giving you wizardry flashbacks.
This is very old school, like 90s PC vibes. I dig it.
Oh my god. I've been transported back 15 to 20 years.
Oh shit, they have
God fucking
buttholes. We gotta nuke them.
Oh
Give me a
my
second.
god.
I need to do something.
It's Mech Warrior 3 all over again.
And yes, those are just actual straight up bug holes. They connect different levels of cave system.
Yeah, look, I've been playing the new Starship Troopers game. I know what's up. We gotta just stand in
There's
a
a new
circle around the
Starship
bug hole
Troopers
and kill
game?
all the bugs as they come out until it runs out of bugs, and then we can go inside and blow up. It'd be great.
That's an RTS. Do they have power armor though?
Yes.
Eventually.
Late in the game, or I guess like maybe 2/3 through, you get Marauder armor from the last live action movie, and then after that you get the real like book power armor from the anime movies, and it's pretty
Okay, back.
sick.
It's not quite book power armor,
Well,
but
no,
it's
it's the closest that the like visual media has ever actually gotten to it.
yeah.
Faster genestealers. Faster than Amelie?
They're pretty freaking speedy. Out of your armor, what's your speed?
I guess it's the same in my armor, so I guess my run is 62.
It's silly of me, I didn't actually note down their move speed on their sheets.
You did not expect to be asking if Amelie would have to be playing cat and mouse with them.
I don't think this is really going to be cat and mouse if you're in in their tunnels.
Sure, it can be. Just the cat is being extra I guess what would be the word for it? Ambitious?
Well, no, I mean it's more like cat and mouse implies there's just one, like one of each. This would be more like Amy plays There Are Billions,
Fair enough, fair enough.
or
All
Amy
right.
plays Doomslayer.
So a normal Genestealer has a run speed of 48.
Okay. I
Yeah,
do have velocity against normal Genestealers, as you said. What's the asterisk?
It is a mystery.
So are bigger and better in every single way.
Ah, I see. So kill them first.
It is the big, scary one that you are going to assassinate, yes.
Yeah.
Also, I have a suggestion for you. Don't get
Mhm.
hit.
I'm planning not to. But you know, the best laid plans of I guess at this point, cats and cat girls.
Yeah.
It won't feel good to be hit. However, if I can outrun them, re-hide for them, or use their own corners to my advantage. Keep in mind they can't pop out anywhere, I'm guessing, but if I can funnel them down and deal with a surprise, I'd rather deal with a few surprise attacks where I could maybe spin fate when I need to on the escape or waiting for you guys to come in, rather than deal with a bunch of them circling around and burning through all my reactions.
Yeah, you do not want to let them gang up on you. That is
So the
death.
plan is assassinate, run the fuck away, corner myself, and then start chopping them down one by one as they come in.
I would suggest assassinate and then run back to us, and then you can lead the charge like with the dudes.
Well, I mean that's the idea, but it's like I'm gonna run wherever I can for the best tactical advantage at that moment.
Oh yeah.
Because if I just try to run early and leave myself open, it's gonna suck anyways. Range weaponry, I hopefully don't have to worry too much about. My shield, it is mostly having to worry about running out of melee reactions.
Yeah, that is something you will actually potentially encounter in this fight, as terrifying as that is.
Which, if I can make them sprint at me and they don't get multi attack on sprint, do they? Do I know that?
They have 4 arms.
Is that how sprint attacking works in Warhammer?
They are you do get multi-attack on the charge if you have multiple weapons.
Okay, so yeah, they would get multiple attacks on me on a charge, huh?
Yeah.
All right, so I can kill. So I definitely want to make sure I only have to deal with 1 or 2 of them at most. I don't want to be dealing with 4 fucking attacks. And if I can't kill them in one hit with a counter attack from hmm. So
They're,
once again, what are the senses like? Because what are the chances on re-hiding from them after cutting them up and then just dashing and fighting into the shadows?
very good.
Yeah, that was the other option, but I didn't want to. I don't know how often or likely predator vision is in the Warhammer world.
No, as in their senses are very good.
Okay.
Fucking even Juno has
However,
predator vision.
Yeah, that's kind of what I mean.
You did say you were using your stealth suit, yes?
Yeah. Thing I
The
got.
one that specifically blocks your thermal signature.
All right. I thought, yes, I forgot. I was just like, oh yeah, that's just a bonus for stealth. I'll just wear it for that. But yeah, no. Put that on, even more confidence. Before it was just trying to harry and slow them down so they have to spend the action economy of resources tracking me. This also works. All right. I do have Assassin Strike, so it is a mostly guaranteed 6 squares of movement afterwards as well to reposition. Is there specifically a map for the big boss room, or is there?
There is, yes. I was just showing you this.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah. There is one other thing I will tell you, as something Amy would. Amy, could you make an awareness roll for me? Actually, let's see if I do tell you this or not.
Okay.
This is visual. If it makes a difference for you.
Did I replace my eyes? I don't think I ever did. So I don't think it does.
Do you not just have like prey sense or
That's-
something in your helmet?
I've not paid attention to any of the helmet features for senses, to be honest. So it might, and I just don't know. I'm going to roll it raw for now, because my awareness is still decently trained anyways. Just let me make sure I don't have anything that adds my perception to it, because I did remember that feature.
Your power armor does, but I don't think your stealth suit does.
No. Okay, constant vigilance for initiative. That's what I was thinking of. All right.
Okay. And yes, you will note as you have to sneak past a genestealer, it stalks by. Its skin just subtly changes hue as it passes you, going from one section of tunnel to another. Just instinctively adapting to match its background.
Ah, they too are stealthy.
They appear to have some chameleonic adaptation. But yeah. Are you ready, or do you have more questions?
My only other question is, do they have hive mind communication?
Yes.
Damn it.
That is
I
the
always make
Tyranids'
stealth missions much
entire
harder.
thing. Is they're a hive mind.
Yeah, I had to check. All right. So I won't be able to just create chaos and make their communication. Actually, is there a way
Killing this
you can
guy
biologically?
is what disrupts their communication. Is destroying synapse creatures.
That is fair. I'm forgetting. I'm not used to assassinate the big guy and literally fuck over everything else in actual chaos. But you're right. That should be enough for me to at least back out for backup to come with Amelie's speed and stealth. It might cost her all for resources, but at least there's a good chance she can get out the room. Clearing the room herself, I have far less confidence of.
Yeah, just kill the guy and book it. That's all you got to do.
It's kill the guy and book it, or kill the guy and at least get to a choke point where I only have to fight one-on-one.
Or kill the
at a
guy and
time, which I don't
hide. Just don't leave. Just get him while he's alone and then fade into the rocks. Cling to the ceiling.
Yeah. I can get a pretty good stealth roll, but I would be going up against Tyranids. We'll see. It'll be an adaptation situation. I am ready.
Okay. Just give me un momento. And dragging it all over. This is obviously not the big guy. I'm just, putting you at the entrance to this section rather than dropping you right in the deep end.
Fair enough. I certainly don't want to go around killing guards if hive mind is involved. That's why I've been restrained and have not killed anybody.
Makes
So I'm
sense.
assuming this brother over here can't see me, I'm just gonna
Yeah.
steppy on over.
Let's bring Boops along with you.
This place has stairs to it, so it feels more important. Oh no, they're downstairs. I thought they were gonna be grand upstairs. Hmm. Give me a second. Never mind.
What were you awarenessing about?
I was just stopping to see, like, check my ears and be like, it's a little quiet just to make sure.
Yes. You do not hear anything of particular import. Just the normal hush and occasional distant chittering noise. Right. So as you reach here, you will see there is a larger genestealer that is sprawled out on a throne of sorts. Appears to have, well, it's at least partly organic. Appears to have been grown out of bones or chitin. Now, let's see. Here's awareness. Does he note you? I believe you had a 5 DOS, so you
Still
its
hidden.
eyes just pass over you, and it chitters to itself, taking a long drink of what looks like wine.
Fair enough. 2 6. Amelie would be trained to keep track of the environment as she goes through and sneaking, but I am but a boy. Let me check to make sure. Okay. Alright. So the main problem is going to be, after I leave this room, not trying to leave this room, or at least I can assume that. I didn't say anything due to my 96 awareness. Well, I have my target. So, I don't know, I'm going to assassinate him. Calamitous is falling on his head.
All right. He is certainly unaware, so just go up next to him.
And a ceiling cat on over.
I believe unaware is like a plus 30 to hit.
Yep, we're going to drop cat. Now, we are talking about a super special, big old genestealer, and we've seen some crazy things. So even though I have him unaware, I'm going to double down and make sure. And I'm going to spin the fate for inescapable attack, so there is nothing he can do to dodge this.
Smart. Very smart.
Well, he'll
So,
be like that.
Yeah,
I knew it.
You're not.
I wasn't going to say anything, but I knew it.
So we're gonna get that phone. And then you said a plus 30. And then this is bonus. Then one on. Jesus fucking.
No.
Is that a fail
Yes.
still? Like,
Yes.
Yes, it is.
do I have a thing where if I miss, I can do another strike, right? Like I can reroll
So
that,
you
right?
get a free reroll, yes.
Okay, I'm just making sure. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Welcome back to Warhammer DCL.
Welcome back,
look,
brother.
look,
Welcome
look.
back. Here's your bush.
I just want to say, if I get another 100, I called it. That's all. Okay, now we're good.
Okay.
We're good. Full 7 attacks. We're good.
Yeah.
All right. And Calamitous falls. So, why is the damage button moved on the character sheet now? What? If I stretch it out, does it fix it? No.
You
Okay.
have to actually make the sheet less wide.
Okay, roll 20. Okay, roll 20. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Delete.
Right. Maybe.
All of those are weak. I'm gonna at least substitute the weakest one for that extra damage.
Yeah, you did roll 2 1s there.
Yeah, I'll bring up one of those ones to the pseudo 10 that it is with the 1-on-1 bonus. So it won't be like a fury, but it'll still be good damage.
Yep. So that's a 32 instead of a 23. So okay. Yeah. Just
I mean, I still have another
bringing-
hand if he wants to be obstinate.
Bringing out of the shadows in a frenzy of strikes, you cut it, and you cut, and you cut. The Genestealer is rather a pile of meat, but a malignant intelligence still burns behind its eyes, even as the life fades. The cult has been alerted.
I'm hoping those 7 attacks accounted for double tap.
Yeah, it's very dead.
Okay, just making sure. Oh yeah, let me as well.
Stop.
Okay.
Yeah, at least, get initiatives rolled. Fair enough. So, a cacophonous screeching fills the halls. Every Genestealer howling in pain as the Patriarch dies. I'll tell you, they are going to be swarming in this direction.
And that is my cue to Ceiling Cat.
Yeah, so, what do?
Well, first, I hope they got that message. Second, I hide. So we're going to make a stealth check. Actually, how fast do you move when you're stealthing?
I think it's like half speed. Also, are you gonna let us know you just killed the guy?
Yeah, I was going to try to calm as I start running, but also, like I said, I hope all of them just yelling in vain. Someone was paying attention and going like, "Oh hey." Because it was mentioning that the comms are getting cutty as we passed over the mountain.
Yes. I think for this, please type to me what you would send via the comms, and we'll see what people hear.
All right.
Can I
That means
preemptively roll Cass's tech use to try and clean it up?
You can, yes.
She do got that BQ Vox though.
Alright. Okay, never mind. With Cassa working on the signal, it is suitably boosted that your friends can just hear you.
okay. Go time, go time. The cat has swatted the mouse. Repeat, cat has swatted the mouse.
Understood. Here we go.
Now just time to move.
As for move speed while stealthed, it does does not automatically slow you down, but the faster you go, it will make spotting you easier.
Is fair. If that's the case, then.
Alright, does require a half action to start being
Yeah,
stealthy.
which is why I was thinking maybe I run out of here first, and then I have 62 movement. I could get at least pretty far, or at least somewhere where they might not immediately see me. Let's choose the mobility for now.
Oh, I just realized we fucked up.
Why?
We should have given you the teleport, Homer. That way Mayor could have sent his psychotic death boys in with you. Oh well.
Yep, retro. Like I can't even say anything to like. Well, yeah, but we didn't.
Yeah, we didn't.
That would have been an idiot.
I'm going to allow one of you to make an intelligence roll to see if your characters would have been smart enough to think of that.
That sounds like an Eloa
okay.
roll, because she's big-brained.
No. Wait. I need this. Yes. Okay. I thought of it specifically so I could not do it.
Okay.
I mean,
If you don't want to, it's fine.
Okay, I might actually do it for the least party cohesion, but the idea of going in solo and sneaking out, and slipping out from the Genestealers alone tickles my fancy, I do admit.
Oh no, I mean you don't have to bring them in right now. You can just leave the teleport Homer in, and they'll pop in whenever we want.
To be fair, I'm not sure if popping them in here right now is a good idea.
Probably not.
The entire gene. Like, I think I want to move either way first. Yeah, let's move out of here and get a recap over the new situation before I drop in people to a clearly chaotic situation with Genestealers. So yeah, no, we're gonna run first because I do have 62 run speed. So it's gonna be like, how do you do the thing? Is it space or is it like Q? It was Q. That'll be 6, 7, 8. Measure because I forget how you do diagonals. 12. 20, 21, 22. Hey, we're almost at the thing. To be honest, that would have been that would have been a wait. I could technically run over and charge him. Do you need to have visual sight from the start to charge someone, right?
You knew he was there, so
I knew.
if you have sufficient speed, yeah, you can just charge him.
Yeah, I'm just going to charge him.
He is not unaware. Because
I am coming at him like a
mind.
bat out of hell.
Yeah.
So we will swipe him with the lightning claw first. To try to waste his dodge. Oh, here. Let's try that again. Okay. I believe it is a -40 to the dodge test.
Okay, so he's
He
not getting
succeeded.
one. No, because I didn't put the -40 in because well, he's just looking for a 1. He is dead.
I'm sorry. You were my movement speed up. Actually, no, I'm not sorry.
Yeah, he's dead 3 times over.
Right. Then, let me make sure I read this right first. Here, see, why are you so annoying to pull up? You would be faster. Can you reread how assess works?
After attacking someone, you make an acrobatics check to do a little hop.
Like, can the attack be a charge, or does it have to be like the attack specifically?
It's after making a melee attack. Just that's the only requirement.
I think you're
Okay.
go.
Hop right over here.
All right. Genestealers. So, I have good news and I have bad news.
Yes.
The good news is, I'm lying to you. There's only bad news. Because the bad news is, you could charge him because you were aware of him. The Genestealers are now aware of you and roughly where you are. Because you just killed him.
Yes.
And the other bad news is that they have 48-meter charge range.
Yes.
Oh dear.
Stealthing may have been the superior choice, my friend.
Let's see how this plays out first.
They are not aiming. They are, however, charging. Let's see. Let me check if this applies to melee attacks as well. No, just ballistic skill. That's unfortunate. Would have been very helpful if hard target saved you here.
Oh, does it not? Oh, yeah. Guess it doesn't apply for melee.
So, that's the first claw.
Uh-huh. I would have parried that. Where are you, Perry? Haven't clicked you in so long. Do I fate that so I can have the full successes? Think I do.
It's a charge. It's only one hit.
Oh yeah. Okay, and that's the case. Then yeah, he's totally getting counter. That was not. Oh, I thought I hit sleight of hand.
So, one thing with counterattack, unless I've given you an assassin talent that increases it, you do only get one counterattack per turn.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm hoping the one will be enough with Calamitous. That might be hopeful though.
Not like it interferes
Go
with the
for
rest
it.
of your parries, right?
No.
Okay.
So Calamus, try to hit. What? Do 29 damage.
Okay. 29 damage is sufficient.
Nice.
Very
It's
good.
exactly sufficient, in fact.
Nice.
Is it sufficient, like, full kill, or does
Oh.
it just, like, 0 him?
Well, he's got an X on.
Okay.
So I assume.
Yeah, that's actually a fair point. Genestealers are elites.
Yeah.
I mean, I do have the perks for killing enemies with critical strikes, so hopefully I at least wounded it.
Yeah, you definitely did.
Like, I even get the thing that lets me add my perception to the killing strike bonus on it.
Okay. What is your perception bonus?
4.
Okay, so is that a negative 4?
What's
Let
the
me
other
just
thing?
look
Killing
at.
strike for the critical table.
So, where did you hit him? You hit him in the body. And Calamus, yeah, magic sword causes energy damage. That's 4. Yeah. Energy ripples all over him, scorching his body with horrifying burns. Could you roll a d10 for me, please?
Yes. I'll need to.
Okay, 2 levels of fatigue.
Oh.
It's unfortunate. If you got a 9 or 10, that would have actually just dropped him.
What
He
was
would
the
have gone sleepy.
Is this also counting the thing? Remember, I'm trying to remember its name. There's another talent I have that gives bonuses to critical when you're killing somebody, right? I'm just trying to remember what it was. It's been a while since it's mattered. That's in strength. I don't
Given
think it's
what's going on, take your time.
fair enough.
This is,
This is critical.
yeah.
I have to go through Snippy's errata again. And then
I assume that in the background, the rest of the party is just doing the Space Hulk Deathwing trailer.
Yeah, we're starting the, like, to go in right now.
Yes. Good news for you up top. You aren't going to have to fight any Genestealers.
Yay!
Just
They're-
cultists.
Thanks, Amy.
down. Control all thing critical. I'm not seeing anything for critical blows, so I might be completely making that up. The Death Dealer? No.
There is a talent for enhancing criticals, but I just don't know what it is.
We'll just look through
Yeah,
your
definitely.
talents and see if any of them look critically.
Well, that's what I'm trying to do, right? Because I have so many at this point. It's like I have to check every assassin sounding one, which is like almost all of mine.
Yeah.
So it's,
If it helps, that sounds like a tier 3 talent.
yeah. Assassin Strength.
That's where I put Assassin or Acolyte.
I don't think it was an assassin talent. I think it was a tier 3 talent. It was just like a general, whenever you kill somebody, you make sure your critical wounds are extra. Virgin, Trigrits for the other way around. Speed stuff.
All the ones I'm seeing are reducing critical damage.
Yeah, no. I don't know what I'm thinking of. Like, I know I'm thinking of the other one, but I don't know which other one I'm thinking of.
And then there's, Death Dealer, which just increases your damage.
Yeah, that's not the one I'm talking about. That's a range attack. Killing Strike is to make them unavoidable, and that's tier 2. I'm surprised Killing Strike is tier 2, actually. I guess it's because it takes the fate.
Yeah.
Not devastating assault.
I'm just looking in the other books.
I'm not seeing it. And I doubt that's tier 1.
Oh, actually, hold on. There is something I need to do. Forgot you do the thing for these guys for when the big guy dies. So no, they're both fine. Never mind.
No synapse
With the
disruption.
willpower. Yeah, no.
Because any Tyranid creature with the Fearless or Synapse creature trait must pass a +0 willpower test or be stunned for a round.
Yeah, that would have been critical.
That was also what I was counting on. I was hoping they would take longer than a round to rush me, but you rolled the dice, so they would have been here anyways.
I did also have these guys just put on the map for roughly where they were lurking, and you just you looked into the room. You stopped one square short of where you would have actually seen either of them.
I mean, I rolled a 96.
Yeah, and your awareness was just so bad.
I
This
rolled
is
a
just how
90.
it goes sometimes.
And let me just make sure. What about perfect dodge?
All right, we've moved on. We move on to denial now.
Oh yeah, no, I can't see that feature at all. I'm like, oh no, I made that up.
Fair enough.
Like, I swear I saw something that's just like, oh yeah, when you strike harder, you do more on the critical. You know what that might be? I might be thinking of fantasy.
Quite possibly.
Maybe.
Well,
Yeah, I think I'm thinking of fantasy.
it's not on your sheet.
But
You don't have it.
yeah, no, I don't see anything on my sheet, and I don't even see anything on the errata for it. So, perfect dodge though.
I'm not sure what you expect perfect dodge to do.
Okay, that answers my question, which is no, I cannot use it to get extra dodges. Because really, from the sounds of it, nope, I only need 2 extra dodges because I got the 6.
Well, anyway, let's continue with this Genestealers charge attacks.
Fair enough.
He's going grabby, Amy.
Oh wait, here, give me a second, because I might have something for. No,
Is it
that's one
Morbin
day
time
fair.
though? Is he Morbin out?
Okay.
No, we killed that meme.
No, he didn't. It's
No,
still alive.
It's very much alive.
Kill it.
And his last attack with the 2 extra arms. Yeah, that is.
Actually, you know what?
Hmm?
I'm gonna fate that. Oh my god. Okay, fine. I'm out of the room.
What?
All right.
Whenever you
Assassin's
make an
Strike,
attack.
let's see how often can you do it though?
Can
It's
you
like,
do
oh, wait,
that
that might-
when it's not your turn? turn and you made like
It
two
says
other
whenever you
reactions.
make an attack, it's a free action.
I mean, okay.
You may only make this move once per round.
Okay.
Oh, you just
Wait,
did that.
the round just started though. Oh, wait, yeah, I know. I did that to get down here after I charged.
Not turn round.
Right. Yeah, I did that after I stabbed him. Dang, if I had saved that, I could have actually snuck out of the charge.
Mm-hmm.
Grabby.
How dare, good sir. Stop it.
He stops it just in time for his friend to attempt to jump on your face.
How dare you. You know
This
what?
is technically another turn.
I'll say I'm glad they charged me, because with the rolls they were making, if they were lightning attacking,
Yeah.
this would be over already.
I told you
Yeah,
these things are fucking
Would be
terrifying.
6 hits.
No, it's Merz dice. Like, look how many times she's rolled under 20 in these attacks.
I mean,
So, as I said, this is another turn. You have your counterattack up.
Okay, there is at least that.
kill his ass, Seabass. If you can just keep forever chaining like kill counters.
Give me a second. Okay.
Is there any reason not to make it?
No. I was wondering if counterattack actually was per turn. However, I'm too lazy to actually look it up, and I'll take the bone if it is.
Well,
No.
I have the rulebook up.
It is once per turn, specifically.
Alright.
Nice.
Standard attack. Da-da-da.
Ooh.
Jeez. I mean, it counts. Like, I don't need anything fancy, but damn.
You do have a -20 on.
Oh,
Like,
right.
Didn't bring it up last time because it didn't matter. Here, that's a miss.
Okay.
So
I can reroll that. The question is,
You can.
yes, you do want to reroll that.
Yeah.
I do. So here, let me redo that again. Aim.
one thing, Blade Master is once per round. So you
Fate.
can, yeah. It's just other rerolls will start costing fate.
Yes, fair enough. It's 20. Okay.
There you go.
All right. Much better, anyways. I guess I can update that damage by 1, but that's not enough to put him in.
Ooh, actually. So yeah, it hurts him. It does not drop him into crit range.
And you can't spend fate to like reroll damage.
No.
All right.
No. Let's see. All right.
So next attack. These dice.
These dice, though.
Amy would be so dead
Right.
if these were lightnings. My God.
You
All right,
glance
last
that one away.
natural parry. Damn it! I was hoping for the luck.
I mean, you could let one go through and prepare for the other Genestealer and hope to kill that one on a counter.
I mean, there's no other.
There's
I
3
guess
on the
there's other
board.
one. Can he charge me in this angle?
Oh.
Part of
There's an empty square
part of
next
the
to
reason
you.
why. I mean, part of the. If he comes from there. I mean, part of the reason why I jumped here is because I was hoping that wall would stop him.
And they can fucking climb on walls, man. They don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Is that not like a small enough tunnel for a choke point? Because that's literally the only reason why I jumped over there.
It is a choke point. It's just not. It's as good as you're going to get, but unfortunately, as good as you're going to get is not quite good enough for protecting you fully.
Was it enough to stop them from moving? Too late on that.
Anyway, what are you going to do about this?
Unless I can spin fake for an extra dodge, and there's nothing I can do.
Do you not?
You only have 5?
I have 6. I thought that was
No, this
6.
is the 6th attack being made on you. Make 3 each.
Okay, alright.
Bing.
All right. So, next Genestealer up is the blue boys.
Oh, these are different
they have
groups of
4,
Oh, Jesus. I thought those were 3 Genestealers. Oh, God. Okay.
Fortunately, it's just pairs.
Do these guys need to make a will roll? Yeah. Hey!
One of them actually flubs. He is having the brain fog. Because ow. Oh my god. Ow.
Got that migraine, though.
No, no.
Sky will charge round. He is going to have a negative because he does have to. Actually, no, he isn't going to have a negative. He's not going to get one of his attacks because he's having to use that hand to support himself on the wall.
Makes sense.
And yeah, they have now basically reached saturation. No more Genestealers can attack you from that direction, unless they decide to just tear one of their friends apart. They might.
I would
They
if I
might
was
consider
like-
themselves.
Look at those injured guys. Also,
Yeah,
can they not just
so-
like climb on the ceiling and attack her that way?
It's pretty low.
All right, fair enough.
They'd get in each other's way.
Fair enough.
It'd be doable, but at that point, they definitely have like a chunky negative. Grabby.
I do not have another parry. My agility is only 60. I cannot raise it any higher.
Good luck.
And this, ladies and gentlemen, is why you do not just have an anti-ranged force field.
No, screw you. I commit.
You
You
get
did
one
commit
that works on both ranged and melee. At the very least, when you're sneaking into a monster lair full of melee creatures.
Wait, did that one make a willpower roll?
Yeah, it did.
He did.
I saw 2 of them. Oh, for the 2 different groups.
No, that's
Yeah.
2 individuals in.
No, like Merz is saying the 2 different groups.
Yeah.
Because otherwise there would need to be 3 rolls, and there was only
There have been
2.
4 so
But
far.
there have been, yeah.
Oh, the willpower rolls?
Yeah, because there's 2
Yep.
Genestealers in each group, and there's now apparently 6 in this room.
Oh, there were the willpower rolls. I thought those were the attack rolls. Okay, so one of them didn't get the money. All right.
Grabby.
It is okay. Like, I mean, it's not, but let's see.
And you don't.
What's the
Actually
RS?
turn that into a 21.
And you have like no armor,
What's
right?
the RS? I have the stealth armor, so basically, I don't think think it would have mattered.
Oh, they have
tear through armor.
10. Yeah, okay.
Yes, RS is razor sharp.
All right. Do I still count my toughness?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I'm only at -1.
Oh, good.
All right, so this is 1 rending body.
Goodbye, Knuckles.
What are you talking about? I'm fine.
All
No.
right. Your armor absorbs the worst of it. Thank the Emperor for your foresight.
See, I'm fine.
Wait, her what absorbs most of it?
Armor. It's an interesting critical thing. If you're not wearing armor, you suffer a level of fatigue. If you're wearing armor, no effect.
Oh, neat.
See, I'm fine.
He does have a second attack. He doesn't get the third, thankfully.
Oh, I thought he was not going to get the second attack. God damn it.
Yeah, no, like I said, goodbye.
Wait, can you charge on walls?
Yeah.
He just did, so...
Okay, because Warhammer is the kind of system to have some kind of jank where it's just like, oh yeah, you can't charge our balls because that's weird.
I mean,
Actually, that's a fair point. You have to.
Genestealers are literally like wall climbers. That's our whole shtick.
Yeah, but we're not talking the realms of realism or how they would actually work. We're talking about the realms of the actual mechanics.
Yeah, that's a fair point. Actually, let me look at charge.
If nothing else, it's at least worth bringing up so I don't have to take more than one negatives. Because -1, I'm fine. Negative past that, oh no.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
let's...
Okay, the only requirement is that the last 4 meters have to be in a straight line.
Rip.
Yeah.
Does that technically count if he has to get along the wall and like crawl along? Because like the geometry is like
I
he has
mean,
to hook around it.
He could have gone like this and charged this way if that was the case.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I was relying too much on like how it was drawn because I was hoping like, oh yes, he would have to hook around or I'd have to cover.
He is hooking around. That's why he's only making 1 extra attack instead of 2 extra attacks.
Yeah, it's the attack hooking around. It's the hitbox, not the charge.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. Maybe he'll miss. Merz hit. Never mind. I'm sorry.
No, Merz dice have been too good.
I mean, that's the thing. They were so good. Oh, good night, sweet.
And then they rolled even better.
I think that's just a dead Amy.
Well,
That's a -25.
Oh God! But you have toughness. That it doesn't matter. But negative.
Okay, so that's that's negative. I mean, that's -20 on my wounds.
See,
I do have true
it's
grit.
way better.
If I can reduce that.
all right. Unfortunately, True Grit isn't going to help sufficiently.
Wait
Even
a
if it
minute. You need line of sight to charge me. He didn't know where I was. Like, he knew loosely, but he didn't see me. Oh, wait, they're Tyranids.
Yeah, they have
hive. Wait, no, I killed the hive. I killed the hive mind. They can't see me. They don't share vision.
They don't have. You didn't kill the entire hive mind. You just disrupted it. That's why they're making those willpower tests because you might have stunned them.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, might.
Yeah, the might was operative.
Yeah. It's meant to be, a majority of them get stunned. But no.
Merz dice on fire.
The dice. Yeah.
Look, think of it this way. You're taking up all of Merz's good rolls so that when we get to the command phase, I'm just going to annihilate her.
Wait, but would the rest of them have been able to charge? Like, do you need to just have a loose proximity to charge, or do you need to have actual line of sight?
They knew sufficiently where you were.
I mean, Merz just let you charge this guy just because you knew where he was, right? Like, that happened this scene.
But then I, 6 feet. Yeah, but then I moved,
and they
6
knew
squares
about where you were, and then there you were. Because, they knew where you were because you killed this guy.
No, but the thing is, if you're not charging it ahead, can you make a run and then convert it into a charge if you have movement speed left? Because I thought the whole thing was you had to charge from the start to get that movement. Otherwise, you're making a run.
So it doesn't.
It
doesn't say anything about having to see your target in the charge action. It just the last 4 meters need to be in a straight line, and once you reach your target, you get 1 attack.
Okay, and that entire argument dies then.
You need to know about them. That's a thing I do. And yeah, hive mind gonna hive mind. They know sufficient amounts.
All right, let's see. True grit. Reduce critical damage taken. Yeah, damn it. What's the actual thing on true grit?
I think it halves your critical result, but it won't.
No.
Who?
No, it reduces your critical damage by an amount equal to your toughness bonus.
Ooh, that's worthless on Duckles then.
It's a 4.
I thought you had toughness bad. Oh,
I mean, I have toughness 4 with a natural toughness 2, if that counts in.
It does, so...
Oh yeah, I did have a natural toughness, so technically I didn't get that last critical round. That might help. I have 2 more HP than I thought.
Yeah, so you're at +1.
And that +1 getting taken down to...
-20.
So the natural does a natural toughness count for armor too?
Yeah.
Okay, so 25 minus the 6, so 19. True Grit reduces the critical damage because that's pretty much all critical damage after. I'm still in like -4. No, -12.
Yeah, it's still over 10. You'd still die, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Oh, it's over 10 instant kill,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and you can't face that.
Oh no, you can.
You can.
fate that, but you're not rolling on the
So-
critical table to see if you live or not. You just splat.
I mean, couldn't you also spend fate to try to heal up, but below 10 and then splat?
Yeah, I guess technically you could spend... Fate is a free action. You can spend some for healing yourself before this blow lands. I've allowed that before.
Yeah, I might need that. What was that?
I
Was
mean-
that like a 1d4?
D5.
Yeah, D5.
Unless you have a talent to boost it, and I don't think
There's
you
power
do.
for that?
At least in some of the game lines there are. I don't know if one got into this one.
Not that I've seen.
No,
I think I would have
so.
taken that just for situations like this. Only a 2. So I need to spend another fate. So I probably have to spend a fate to keep standing, and then spend another fate next round, and burn my fates to see if I can get below 10.
You can spend multiple fate.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, dump them all.
Oh my god. I mean, that puts me in negative. Got it. All right.
So -8.
-4.
I'm probably going to need to spend that last fate to keep moving despite the penalties, because I do have a feature for that.
With a grand total of -4. Your kneecap is ripped clean from your leg.
Oh, you
Collapse to the ground.
Oh.
The target is knocked prone, suffers 1d10 agility damage. Your movement value is halved until you receive medical attention.
He fucking
I'm
came
gonna
for your
spend a fate
kneecap.
to heal myself. So I'm going to spend a fate to heal myself. Or is it too late?
I mean, you just
Oh,
finished.
Mm.
The roll's been...
How many
Okay.
do you have?
I have the one last. Like I said, I was going to save that last one to use
Do-
my feature to keep moving despite whatever penalty I get.
Does Amy
I'm
have
gonna
5
take it a zero-
fate normally?
No, like I had an extra one spared that I have been using this entire time
Oh, you mean
for
a
a
temp
moment
fate.
like this.
Okay.
Yeah, I have 4 normally and then a temp fate.
Well, just remember there's
Oh.
another cadre of Genestealers coming.
I
I
mean,
don't actually think the green guys are capable of getting there, even if they pass.
so is my kneecap gone?
I mean, yeah.
All right, all these fuckers are dead.
Oh,
Watch this be the time I get a fucking 10. I swear to Christ. Okay. I mean, that's still fucking horrible, but at least it's not a 10.
What have you... Oh, yeah, the agility damage. Fortunately, it is temporary.
Oh, okay,
It
that
will
makes
go
me
away.
much less of a baby.
Yeah, it once you receive medical care, it will heal at the rate of, like, I think it's 1 point an hour. Something like that.
Amy's still mad.
Yeah, she's also on her butt.
It doesn't matter. They're going to be underground.
Alright, Lost Genestealer, if you would kindly fail this. I don't think he would have declared a charge against his friend, even if it would let him get to Amy, so he's just going to start climbing up the wall, trying to work out how to get at you. And it's your turn. I believe you have the thing that lets you stand up for free. Yes.
Yes. Now, question. I hate this because I probably know the answer, and it makes sense. It's just not as fun. When you like lightning attack, I'm pretty sure we talked this. If you have extra attacks left over, you can't just transfer them over to another target, can you?
I don't think you can for melee.
You can do that for guns, but not for melee.
Well, strictly speaking, you're meant to declare how many shots are going on each person before you roll damage. But I'm generous. I let you arrange them as you like.
Okay, that's fair. All right. I was more insulted by the mechanical imbalance of you could fan a gun, but swinging through people with superhuman strength, nah, don't expect that.
I mean, there are talents specifically for doing that.
Oh, I have to get a talent? Of course there are, and they're not in Dark Heresy, are they?
Oh, well,
I have the strength for it. I got a natural strength of 9. I'd take it if I could. Oh well.
Where's the other green boy?
That means I have to. Just means I have to use the much more lame and escapable multi-attack one. I honestly don't want to use because it means they have a chance of dodging it, and that would kind of just defeat the purpose. Seems like the answer is to run then, which really pisses me off because I want to be spiteful. My pride is smarting, but I know the answer. Wait, is opportunity attacks a thing in this?
Yes.
yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
There is the
And you
disengage.
can't parry when you do them either. Which is brutal as fuck.
So, what I would suggest you do, DCL, if you're willing to listen,
Mhm.
kill this guy, and then kill this guy. Because this guy's hurt enough that you'll kill him on a counterattack, and then you've got full parries against this guy.
Sorry, I actually locked myself in too much into this turn because I was just like, because I know I can just leave, right? So I was just like, okay, what do I do so I can leave now? Because I don't want to fuck around with any reinforcements coming.
There is also the concern that there is the other blue guy.
Yeah, because the smart thing to do is to pick on my leg and just leave, which I can do. Like, I could just disengage, spend a fate, run with 64, or, like, run away.
Remember, you can't spend fate for extra actions.
Yeah, not for extra action. Oh, wait. I stand up for free.
Disengage is a...
Full action.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
Full
so
action. Bad. And, like,
what do you get? What's your movement speed on a full disengage?
Normal move.
Or
half move,
it doesn't
I guess.
matter. I don't need to... Well, shit, if I do that... So... And run is a full action as well.
Also, Bob also brings up another point about the assigning multi-attack with guns. The people do have to actually stand next to each other, like within 2 meters.
Yeah, no, that's kind of what I meant. Because I was just like, oh yeah, you can fan if they're close enough, but yeah.
Yeah. Also, everyone send Bob pats. He is suffering from a terrible headache.
Isn't bad.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Is it also from the storm in Tennessee?
God, that storm was wicked. I thought my house was going to collapse.
So, I'm trying to think.
And I also got a horrible headache from it, too.
I could sword this guy, assassin strike after, and then sword this guy.
I mean,
can attack these two.
Definitely try and kill this guy, because these two you can probably drop on counters. This guy's just going to fuck you up.
So it's fine. I was in the mindset of running away because I didn't want to fuck around, but they're gonna have to find out. So first, we're just gonna swing on. We're gonna make lightning attack on this one in front of me.
Yep.
We're swinging him with the claws. Give him cat scratch. He's not worthy of dying by Calamitous. Actually, he is. He cut off my leg. I have to show respect there, at least. So I'll try to hit him with Calamitous first.
Oh, just your kneecap.
Wait, was it my leg or just my kneecap specifically?
Specifically your kneecap.
Specifically your kneecap.
He fucking crowbarred
I thought it
you.
was that feels. That might be, like that's.
That's worse.
Like it's kind of worse. Yeah. Like God, if I could feel pain right now, jeez.
I fucking winced IRL when Merz read that one out. Like, oh god.
Yeah, that's kind of worse. Jeez. Yeah, no, he gets Calamitous.
All right.
Choppy fucking choppy.
And this is a lightning attack, so you don't reduce his
No.
his dodge chance. Up. 5.
Okay.
Delete.
Do the assassin strike. You want me to roll for it? Yeah.
It's
Is it right
4
roll?
hits with Calamus. I think he's just dead.
I meant the assassin strike, which unfortunately, my luck.
Oh.
Kind of needed that.
Yeah.
I might have to actually spend my fate on that, which does not seem wise, and it's why I'm kind of going to withhold from doing that. But I really needed that mobility, and you know what? I'll say, actually no, because if I made the melee attack, I could have just rolled there. Man, that's really unfortunate. My luck is trying real hard to fuck me right now.
The dice gods have decided this is the day Amy dies.
No, really, like, geez, this is consistently bad luck.
It's pretty rough.
All right, this is full DCL luck right now. Need to pull all the stops. Let's see what we can do here. I don't think there's anything I can do to move now, but there might be other buffs I can give myself, because I do have another half action. And I know I can just kill one of the other ones. They have a 50% chance to dodge, and I do not want to fuck with that if I'm talking about killing them with multi-strike, so I'd rather just swing at one of them and get them from shore rather than try to swing at multi. I have a grenade, actually.
Did you just say throw a grenade?
I said, do I have a grenade, actually? Because I realized if I could get them displaced, that would at least be something.
Not a
And
bad idea.
like, potentially kill 2 of them. It was not a bad idea. Unfortunately, I do not have any.
All right, look, a grenade is a thrown weapon, which is a subset of melee weapons. It doesn't count. Doesn't count as a ranged weapon.
The worst part is
counts, but that's how fucking desperate this is.
Yeah.
you gotta pull out the grenade. That's how you know.
You know,
That's how you
Knuckles, you do have the teleport, Homer. You did succeed the int roll.
It's bad, but it's not that bad.
Okay. You'd rather burn a fate getting dropped than call for help. I see. All right, fair enough. I respect it.
More that I still don't believe it's the right time to call them in right now.
No, but
I
mean, fuck those guys.
Oh,
They're
wait.
completely expendable. They're just psychos. If they save a
Yeah,
PC
lightning
from
attack.
burning a fate, that's totally worth.
That was the worst part, though. I was relying on charges. I forget. They're close enough to lightning attack, and I don't want to deal with that with Merz luck.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Yeah, you should re-roll that acrobatics and leave.
Yeah, I might have. But the problem is, if I do that, I don't have the ability to hide from them, at least not in a way that's rational for them to miss me. And they will have the charge range to still come. Actually, but if they charge
if they're
at me,
charging
that would
at you,
be
you
better.
just drop at least 2 of them with counters right away.
Yeah, charging would still be better. 4 attacks.
Do it.
Yeah, the charge would be better. Dealing with the charge would be better. I'm gonna have to fate the assassin strike and. Wait, no, I don't. I don't even have to fate the assassin strike. I'll just attack this motherfucker in front of me and assassin strike back.
Good
Here,
call.
let's
Hold on.
look at this let's look at this motherfucker.
Let me check if. Yeah. The way it's worded, yeah, that works.
So, lightning claw on him.
Choppy.
That was a lightning as well, yes.
Mm-hmm. Yep, copy.
Wrecked.
Okay, all right.
Don't fuck it up this time. All right, you're good.
We did not fuck it up this time, and we Satsudi no Hado back a little bit. I'll keep them within the choke point range, so that way I still at least get some coverage with them. But yeah,
Let me just change that from burning bright white.
Appreciate it. So how many squares do you get back? Is it just like DOS?
it's 6.
Oh, nice.
It's half my movement, which currently I guess would be halved right now.
Yeah.
So it would be 3, but 3 should hopefully be enough to make them charge.
No.
What's their half movement?
Lots.
Okay, so I need more than 3.
Yeah, that's
Hey,
Might
that's
have
why I
to
was
spend that
suggesting
fate
that you
anyway.
wanted to re-roll the acrobatics so that you can move afterwards.
Well, I mean, this is me moving afterwards with 3 spaces, though,
Oh, right,
which is
because
not enough to get.
dual wielding doesn't take an
Yeah,
extra
my-
action. Okay, carry on.
Also, my knee.
Your knee.
But I don't want to spend that fate. Just God, that's such a poor use of fate. But it might have to be where it goes to.
It has to be to getting them to charge you instead of just lightning attacking. Whatever you have to do to
Yeah.
get it.
there you are. Just vague sketch of what the tunnel looks like as you go further.
Yeah. Damn you, lightning attack balance. Check one more time, just because. Let me check one more time, just before I commit to spin the fate, so I can have my full movement to move back. Mm.
It's like the moment in action movies where they see the person running out and they're like, "Oh, there they are," and then just a sea of enemies come turning out behind them.
Yes, dude. Where? No, I'm gonna have to spin the fate just for the extra movement to try to make them to charge. Well, it ain't glamorous, but it's what has to be done. All right. So Amelie's going to ignore her hobbling kneecap. Going to hook on back. At least try to make them charge. Here.
So you've got like another 5 meters from Assassin's Strike.
Oh yeah, 5 because I already moved 1.
Or wouldn't it be like 2 because the kneecap was having your speed?
No, I just spent the
Oh,
fate
okay.
to nullify that.
Okay, fair enough.
I said, yeah, the feature that's letting me pretend like I'm ignoring my wounds for right now.
It was just an
Like,
order of operations thing that got me. Yeah, okay. Good luck.
There's been no good luck so far. That has been the problem.
Well, yeah, that's why I'm wishing you good luck to change that. If you were rocking on, I'd just keep my mouth shut.
Alright, and now you've got a half action move, yes, or DCL?
No.
Okay.
I do not, because I had to lightning attack twice.
Oh, I see.
But But 2-weapon fighting doesn't require 2 actions.
I thought, okay, yeah, no,
Yeah.
then I have another half movement.
That's what I thought.
Wait, then I might not need to spend the fate. Oh, wait, yes,
Yeah, you
I might need
definitely
to spend the
do.
fate. Wait, what? Jesus, fuck, their half movement must be insane.
I mean, don't risk it.
8.
Yeah, you're well within their
Like,
half movement range.
I run faster than them. What? Oh, I guess it's because of my sprint
Yeah,
things.
it's literally the sprint talent
Yeah.
that makes you run faster.
Human running technique, suck my dick.
Endurance Predator, go.
Alright. Red boy. Charge continues.
Whoa.
Okay. All right. Not only did we make the better choice, I was about to say, imagine the parallel world where the luck was so that all the attacks on the charges missed, but that would have been a bad thing because it would have meant that they could have charged me again if I couldn't have killed them the next round. Like, just imagine this series of unfortunate events. Okay, because they're almost happening with this luck. No aim. I'm
Uh-oh.
gonna have to reuse my blade mask on that.
And that's once per round, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that means I need the other ones to actually hit, because I have no faith 8 left either. You know, let's not fuck around. I do have one more resource left to pop. We're gonna use Killer's Mind so I can get a free action of plus 30. Actually, it's not my turn. I can't do that, can I? Wait, is it a free action though? Does it have to be on my turn?
I think so, yes. At least that's how all my free
Sorry.
action miracles work.
That wouldn't make sense. I don't even think if I did it on my turn, it would have lasted off of my turn if it takes a turn. Because it is just giving me the aim action for free. Sorry.
Okay.
Ooh, I said
It's killing instinct, okay?
Sorry, I said the wrong thing. Killer's Mind sounds...
Suddenly getting a fear rating. I mean, that's handy in normal situations when you aren't fighting fearless alien monsters.
Yeah, sorry, it was the one literally below it.
Okay. It is once per combat. Make a full aim action as a free action. Yeah, I guess that would work.
Oh, hold on. Free action's got to be
That's-
on your turn, though.
Does it?
All of my miracles, I've asked before, and Merz said, yeah, you have to do them on your turn because they're free actions. That has to be on your turn.
Yeah. I'm asking because I literally do not remember if this is one of those games that uses free actions in the stupid word economy.
When I've asked in the past, free actions have to be on your turn.
Okay. Yeah.
Would aim even count after my turn anyways?
No.
I guess for Overwatches it would have to, right? Or can you not aim?
It lasts until your next attack.
Aim. Yeah. The next action the aiming character performs must be an attack, and aiming benefits are lost if you perform a reaction. So yeah, you
would have to use it at the end of your turn.
You technically could, but then you'd lose it as soon as you parry.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I guess a reaction is a type of action.
Weird
Yeah, you're fine.
rule.
You're fine. Didn't matter.
Well, it does specifically say if a character performs a reaction before making his attack, you lose aim benefits.
Suck.
Yeah. So even then, counterattack. The kill. I can bank that resource still, which is not making me upset. because I like having aces up sleeves.
All right. So let's look at the wording here. Okay. They do automatically get the stun ended. Friend.
Dead friend, stop.
He doesn't want to stop. He wants to eat your face.
Can any of you do me the courtesy of missing for once?
You want to?
Jesus Christ, my dice.
Counterattack time?
Counterattack time. Let's hope I spent that horrible dice on that one. Okay.
Okay. Damage.
All right. It was even good
Ooh.
damage.
That's good.
That's what we needed.
So that's 22, and then you have perception of 4, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, so that hit him in the body, so this is energy body again. 6. Oh, thank fuck. That damage roll has saved your life.
Okay.
Struck by the full force of the attack, the target is sent reeling to the ground, smoke spiraling from the wound. Target suffers D5 levels of fatigue, is knocked prone, and is stunned for 1d10 rounds.
Okay.
In addition, you must make a challenging agility test or catch fire. So let's do his agility test. He's not on fire.
That was for the kneecap, you son of a... Actually, I don't even know your gender, or what your mother is.
Would you like to roll the d10 for me?
Oh, yes.
Okay, so he's stunned for 3 rounds.
Mean.
That was the perfect result. It really was. Like, any of the lower ones that would just be nothing. I guess on a 5 he'd have been knocked prone, and have a chance of being stunned, but like it would still. I mean, we know my dice. He wouldn't be stunned, and he would then continue to roll massive hits on you.
Yes.
Just gonna move the dead die. He's here to take your denim.
How dare.
Your jeans, Amy. He wants to slurp them.
Stop it. I have no jeans. I rip them off every time.
I was really expecting you to go, stop it. Get some help.
That one always gets me.
Fuck.
Uh-oh.
Alright, he lives. It's okay. Because I killed the other one, though, I have enough parries.
It's true.
Well, oh yeah, I already used Weapon Master,
1, 2,
didn't I?
3, 4, 5. Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, you did.
All right.
I mean, he can't kill you now unless you roll
However-
100 on a parry.
Yes.
Look at my luck. Do not count it out just yet.
I'm not counting shit out.
Could you? Well, that is a 96. However,
Well, that's a crit fail.
would you be so kind as to make a weapon skill roll?
Does
Okay.
that plus
Could you
any of
roll-
my... Wait.
Oh
Do I
yeah,
get my
this
bonus-
is using Calamus, so yeah. but-
Okay, there was I did not include the quality bonus there. That would have actually taken it to success. Thank you, Calamus, for helping me.
Calamus likes you. You have clearly demonstrated your ability and your tactical acumen. It chooses to stay in your hand rather than fucking off into a corner.
Ooh. I'm fucking RNG right now.
Yay! It only rolled one success. That doesn't matter. Never mind.
Yes, it's hard. It doesn't matter. I have nothing penalizing it either. Do I? Probably not.
No. Parry.
Yep. Wrong thing.
And
All right.
one more time.
And now... Yep, last attack. It is so good that it had to charge you.
It really is. By the way, are these like special enemies? Would Totemic Warrior actually count for killing any of these? Or no,
yes,
are these...
yes. Have fate back. Yeah, totemic weapon applies. These are elites.
Alright, it's at least the one fate in case we need it. You know, it's better than nothing.
Juno is better than nothing. It's true. Not by much, though. Hi, Tasha.
No. Hey, alright.
All right, so initiative 0. Let's roll 3d5s. Okay, so clock on you is 2 rounds, and you two both have 5 rounds.
Oh, good.
You may actually be able to resolve this before reinforcements arrive and hide somewhere. It's your turn.
Okay. Alright. Okay. Jesus fucking Christ, I'm glad I wasn't lightning attacked. Holy shit. I just looking at those, just thinking about those rolls. Oh,
Yeah.
good thing I made them charge me. Yeah, no. Half of me wants the gumption to stick around and try to finish the rest of them. The other half knows that it's a bad idea because I don't have the movement speed to make them charge again. Now without spinning fate to make my kneecap not bleeding anymore.
I mean, it is only one of them that's currently up, so...
I mean, I forgot he was still up. Let me deal with him real quick. Try to lightning claw him real fast. No aim. I will not use that thing yet. I mean, it's still 4 successes, technically, with one-on-one, but still, that was pretty sad. Hey, didn't matter.
Right, so yes, yeah. You carve him up. Would you like to use your offhand to just finish off the stunned guy?
Oh yeah, he's still alive. Yes, thank you.
Alright. Assuming you don't roll a 100, he's dead.
Okay. That is something we cannot assume right now, so I will roll. Make this nothing special. Standard attack, finish him off. Okay.
That's a lot of dead Genestealers. So now, clocks tick down 1. What do? Other than
Okay.
bleed.
Yes, I am very much bleeding. I will call Juno as I'm running and go, you can replace kneecaps, right?
Yes. Yes, that's a relatively... Not really even a cybernetic.
Okay.
Amy,
Good
did
enough.
something steal
Talk to you
your
later.
kneecap?
I almost... I don't know why. I had the mental image of Amelie actually picked it up while it flung off, and she's been running with it in her teeth.
Hey, Juno's literally about to say, if you still have it, that would help. I can just put that back in.
I mean, it's my kneecap. Part of what makes me go fast. I value it. But no.
It would take action economy to collect
Yeah, no,
it.
because that would be the action economy. That was a joke. But yeah, no. I guess I don't have any senses as to where the other genestealers would be coming.
The answer is
Really,
yes, they're
the
just
best
coming from everywhere.
Yeah, no, I mean, the answer is to hide now and start moving.
All right. Would you like to do your stealth roll?
Sorry, I had a moment of sadness as I realized my agility was not 60, but then was happier as I remembered it's not permanent.
It's fine, it's fine.
Oh, that's a point. Your move speed's down because your agility's got.
That is a good point.
Would it have mattered?
No, not in those. I was burning fate to ignore that then, but it would have been a thing because I wouldn't have had the 6 technically. Actually, since that's part of the condition, I was ignoring it. I would have ignored that too, right?
True. Yeah.
All right. So, yeah, let's roll the stealth. Let me see short real quick. I might be using the old stealth bonus. Does Craftsman's Senskin offer anything more than the plus 20 to stealth? For stealth specifically?
I think it's an extra plus 10. I think. Let's look at. I didn't actually note that down on the thing. Yeah, it's an extra plus 10.
Okay.
All right. So, there is bad news for you.
Yes.
You're bleeding everywhere.
That is a point.
I don't believe you have anything that makes your blood clot instantly, yeah?
Do they not install that with the assassin stuff?
No.
I feel like it's an oversight, but fuck.
Welcome to 40K.
It's one of the things that makes Marines special. Like the organ required to make clotting happen super quick is very intense.
I need to okay, biology dirty about that later. That is a point. It might have been a waste of action economy.
Don't try. Sorry. Don't try to biology nerd space marines. Their literal ribs are all fused into a mass of bones, so technically they wouldn't be able to inhale or exhale.
Very clear. Yeah, alright. Fair enough.
So they are going to get a bonus to trying to find you.
Yeah, there's nothing I can think of to immediately deal with that. Boops is not existent.
No, he's just...
And I'm not about to...
He's just our POV.
Well, by the way, that is your turn, I believe, yes?
Wait. Because I still have another half action. The movement I did last turn was the Assassin Strike thing.
True.
So, question. You said Calamitous was energy damage.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Can I Star Wars cauterize myself?
I mean, that sounds reasonable to me.
Well, that's going to cause, like,
a lot of
more
damage.
wounds to you.
That probably would. Like, I can't just seal the wound and then keep moving because I can ignore the pain. Probably not with my non-existent Medicaid.
Yeah, I wouldn't try it in your condition. I think your stealth's high enough that you can just kind of book it.
I guess I'm just gonna have. No. Because here's the thing. I know it's superstitious, but I don't trust Merzendi right now. They're too good. Too good. If I can move forward, still keeping the hallways close, dealing with their charges and counterattacking. Okay, so these Genestealers I'm dealing with, are these the basic mooks or are these some special?
These are just normal Genestealers.
All right, then. Let's see here. What are our options? I might have to just take the bonus, but I want to make sure. Is pretty big, I assume, with my fucking kneecap missing. Can't use my tail to probably like as a tourniquet either. Actually, can I? I have the strength for it.
Not if you want to move, really.
That makes sense.
You'd have to. You'd have to actually. Well, what equipment do you have on you?
Just my basically, since this was a sneaking mission, just my weapons and synth suit and my force field. Just in case there was any ranged attacks. And that would have been left behind if it would have disturbed the stealth.
Yeah. And, well, if it's turned on, it absolutely disturbs stealth because it's a giant crackling.
Yeah, so probably I had that like on me, but not turned on immediately. Probably won't turn on right now either. Don't see the point. No, it seems like we're going to have to bleed. Oh well. At least when you know. Okay, so there is an adage about when you are being hunted. If they know your location, run. If they know your trail, trap them. So, that would be so much more involved. Okay, I'm just gonna run. Spend enough time. There's nothing more I can do without trying to play specific hit and run tactics. I'm just gonna have to hope Merz dice are not godly.
So,
Other than that, it will have to be actually just trying to lead them down tunnels with my blood and start killing them.
I'm just going to grab you onto the big tunnel map just so I don't have to keep drawing.
Fair enough. Oh yeah, there's also backup coming.
Yeah. Yeah. So let's start you like.
I guess to be fair, look at the bonus.
Let's pop you there. Let's grab boots as well. Um, I'm just going to use a giant splatter of blood to indicate the direction you came from.
Fair enough.
As that is essentially what you've left behind. Turn dynamic lighting back on and drag you over. You do have vision, yes?
Yes.
Okay. And now I need to just add you back to the initiative, I realize.
What's the rules again for pushing yourself with a sprint? Is that you can sprint multiple turns in a row, or that you can go further than your sprint?
You sprint multiple turns in a row, and you stop
okay.
getting fatigue. Right.
Oh, is Amy still just getting chased by Genestealers?
It is still the Benny Hill time, yes.
Oh, God.
We're going to see if they know if they catch her. It was. Let's see. Red eyes were spawning now. Blue and green are 3 more rounds away. So, red Genestealers. Let's just roll a d2. This direction, and how many are there? Just 2. That's good. Yeah. Just going to do like a double move, which actually gets them right on top of you. But do they see you? That is the question. As there wasn't anything you could do about your blood trail, we're going to have an unfortunate bonus to this awareness roll. Well,
Finally!
So the whole group just makes that one roll, right? Right.
that's how I've normally done it, yeah.
Whew. Okay.
Must have been the win.
Just press yourself. You can just press yourself up against a wall and slip on by them.
This is the really tense stealth section of the movie. Not because I'm about to get caught or in danger of it, because I'm having to resist the urge of killing them and revealing myself. Okay. Alright. We're moving on. Alright, now that I've actually managed to resist that, let me start calculating.
Apologize, everyone, but this has just turned into a DCL session. But this
Look, most sessions are Juno sessions. I don't begrudge him this. I would like to see if our troops get close enough to help before Amy bleeds out, though. Like, soonish.
Assuming she makes it past these next couple of Genestealer packs, I think we can fast forward to when she makes contact with them.
Wait, sorry. I'm honestly still deliberating in my head if it wouldn't be better to try to ambush them as I'm going along and then re-hiding, or if it would be to keep going.
Please just
Because here's my question.
keep hiding.
No. Here's my question. I am bleeding actively. Are these Genestealers behind me going to notice an active blood trail and then start doubling around and following it?
These guys, no.
Okay. All right. These guys decided to go get a coffee break. All right.
Yeah, I'm going to give them like the blown up skull thing because their brains have clearly melted.
They suffered some serious psychic shock from the Patriarch going down. Those were his 2 favorites right there.
Okay, then. If that's the case. Yeah, moving forward still. I'm actually wondering if I don't move too close, because if they get close enough to me and they haven't used their movement, that's honestly worse. I'd rather be caught with them flat-footed than caught with them having lightning attack on me. Let me consider real quick.
Remember, if you attack them, the whole hive mind knows where you are all of a sudden.
Yes. The problem with there is that I don't know where they all can come from.
Right, that's what I
Problem
mean.
with leaving them alone.
If you should not attack any of them, because as soon as you attack any of them, they'll hone in on you. Right now, they don't know where you are at all.
the problem is that I have a realistic chance of getting caught.
Yes.
And if I do get caught, there is far less chance of survival. Well, maybe, depending on where I get caught, if I'm stuck in the middle with them all surrounding me, than if I have one funnel or one direction. Problem is, I don't know if I only have them in one.
Instead of
Probably
like
not.
wandering towards us, you could just try and find an alcove to hide in where you can funnel them into a single square forever.
Well, that was the idea. Like right now, I'm trying to figure out where would be a good place to move. Because I was going to hide in here, but these guys are now gooning around it. So I need to figure out what's within my safe move distance, but does not expose me too much. Because it's a hard. Because that was really the best hallway, a 1x1, where I could have just been in here and hopefully
You could wait for
at
them to
most
walk
have dealt.
past. And presumably they're going somewhere.
Are they?
Or are they, Merz?
They
Like-
were going deeper, yes.
All right, if they're still, if they hadn't stopped to like predator sniff, I think I'm going to barely move and stay where I am for right now and still hiding.
Okay. Guys, it's going to go into the dimension of
Oh wait, sorry. Fuck. That was my bad. I was just like, okay, yeah, they are still moving.
let's run down. Emmy. Those guys have wandered past.
All right. If it wasn't for the fact that I pumped for all the training into awareness, I wouldn't even ask if I could do this. Can I try to use my cat ears to gauge the distance of the skittering of the Genestealers, provided they're not being stealthy or natural stealthy?
They
Not
are
like all-
naturally
Oh.
pretty stealthy, and as well the way the cave is, it plays havoc with sounds.
Double, never mind.
You could do it, but you'd have like a -50.
Yeah, that's not worth it at that point. There are two pathways. I did get the map coming in. Can I get the line of sight revealed for me so I know what pathway to take for the fastest?
No, because there are now creatures around, but I can post the map in Discord, I think.
Ah, fair enough. That is a compromise.
I think this. Yes, here we are, tunnel system.
Where do you put it? Oh, roll 20. Oh, no. Okay,
It
so
was just loading. Internet is not instantaneous. Really, the best one is just keep going left.
yes.
Left wall strats.
Well, that'd be hugging a left wall, which also doesn't seem too bad, but let me think.
I mean, if all the Genestealers are heading towards you, that would be an efficient escape route. Because they'll be coming from the north tunnel.
They would be, actually, yeah.
They'd be coming from this way. See ya. Left wall strats. Or hide. Actually, yeah, no, don't hide in the little southward tunnel, because that's probably where they're going to go. Or there's a bug hole down there.
Well, I mean, yeah, obviously they're going to be swimming near both where the last they got the senses of the action in.
Yeah. See, I think
Honestly,
left wall
probably
strats.
just that. It is the most open if I get caught. I will. God damn those fireworks.
I'm glad Tasha's not a big scaredy baby.
Okay, quick question. If I am in this hallway, how many of them can attack me? Can only one from each side, or can they like crawl up on each other? In this, is there enough space for that?
That's a really tight thing. You'd have a hard time fitting in there at all. But if you if you did, you'd have like some big negatives to your reactions and defending yourself.
How big?
Like 30, I think.
And they're Tyranids. They wouldn't even have such penalties to attacking because they're probably used to this.
Yep.
Hmm.
That is a dedicated genestealer hole.
If it doesn't white out, that would be a bad thing. It's mostly those penalties, yeah. The fact that I can't... Even the claw would have the penalty? Is that not a close enough range weapon to be comfortable in there?
Your lightning claw, yeah, you could use that. Fair enough. But yeah, Calamus, you'd have a big negative to parrying with, and you just flat out would not be able to dodge.
But I want to get the light. Who needs the lightning claw? I like the idea until backup arrives. It wouldn't be safe to stay there for very long, just to get a bearing of the situation and update everybody. I could at least give my position, potentially use the teleporter, or at least give them coordinates and scout out what's going on.
And on top of that,
So,
oops, sorry.
Yeah,
a thought occurred to me.
yeah,
You have a teleport, Homer.
yeah,
You can just turn that on and get teleported out.
yeah.
Would you like to do that?
Just
At this point, yes. Wait, at this point, I kind of want to teleport them in and still kill them. But I probably also
Can we
want
do
to
both?
teleport over to Juno. You know, like I'm at least like part of the reason why I'm trying to also get into this crevice is because I want to at least call you guys and be like, "Hey, here's the situation," and ask for what do you guys want to do? Or if you're coming in, do
Yeah,
you
we're
want to
already
teleport back
marching in through the front door. As soon as you killed the Patriarch, we began the attack.
Yeah. If I teleport out, am I out of the combat?
yeah.
I don't think the Emperor would approve of me escaping from the Genestealer menace when I still have swingable arms and the willingness to kill.
The direct divine servant of the Emperor would like you to leave, but you do you.
Indeed, you do you. It just occurred to me as, that's a thing she could just do, and I should probably, remind DCL of that.
Yeah, I thought that was a one-way thing to people coming in, not teleporting out.
Yeah, no, it
Teleport
goes-
Homer is
Goes both ways.
Okay, I guess my final question is, do Genestealers, like, burrow, obviously, or can they just, like, surprise, I'm from a wall, and die?
I mean, who do you think made these tunnels?
I mean, yeah, but it's like, there's a difference between I have to dig a tunnel and then attack you, or I just instantly dug a tunnel and then I'm attacking you at the same time.
They are not dedicated burrowing creatures.
Okay.
Also, don't forget there's a fucking killdozer mining tank somewhere down here. Possibly.
Is it not on our... Oh, I guess you're saying collateral?
I'm saying it could burrow up anywhere at any time.
Oh, that's for the enemies team?
Yeah, the enemy has a like an armored, reinforced mining rig, potentially. We haven't confirmed they have it. We just know they could.
That is an extra...
They stole the parts for it.
They
But
may
whether
have
they
made
assembled it
killdozer, or may not have.
They may have made Killdozer, they may have used the parts for other stuff.
Alright, here's what I'm gonna do. Amelie's gonna try to burrow in here real quick. We're gonna try to keep it low-key, and we're going to call and give a sit rep to the guys charging in. Try to give him my position, tell him I'm not going to teleport out. Probably going to be calling Juno, if anything.
Okay. Asa's still, working on boosting Fox signals, so go.
Hi, Juno. Currently missing a kneecap. Sitting in a corner and making sure I don't get killed by Genestealers. Kind of bleeding out everywhere, so they might find me eventually. Don't worry, though. Still have the will to fight. Waiting for you guys to come in.
Don't you have that teleport, Homer?
Of course, but if I teleport out, I'm not going to be able to keep fighting.
Amy, we might not get to you for several minutes. If you bleed out, that doesn't serve the Emperor.
The Emperor didn't raise no... Okay, am I actually bleeding out from that?
No, you do not have a blood loss
Oh,
condition.
okay.
Yeah, because that was the other thing. Like, I'm bleeding because I'm missing my kneecap, but I don't have a blood loss condition.
Okay, that changes things. I mean, not Juno's
Yeah, and if I had
response,
the
but
blood loss condition-
Savin's assessment of like, oh god, you're gonna die.
Yeah, no, if I had blood loss, I'd be out of here.
Okay.
I'm stubborn, I'm stubborn to the point of near crazy, but I'm not just obviously suicidal.
That's not true at
My
all.
life
You know it.
I only risk my life when there's a chance for victory. A reasonable one. Point is, a character is just like, well, yeah, no, if I teleport out, I'm not going to be able to continue the fight. There's still things that need to be murdered.
Fine, just activate the Homer anyway, so we can send those kill assassins in as soon as we're ready.
Okie dokie.
Out of character. I'm really tempted as soon as that teleporter goes on to be like, Mayor, teleport Amy out. But no.
We can teleport the assassins in. At this point, I've got enough of. I think the Genestealers plus Amelie plus Assassin is enough to deal with the rest of them.
We'll take some action economy to set it up, so given
enough.
how long you took talking, I don't have that now. Those guys all done. You guys. Let's see.
Uh-oh.
Just one. Yeah. Does he notice you?
He notices me.
Uh-oh.
He stops. Genestealer stops. Cocks its head. Sniff. Sniff. And when its head just snaps to look you dead in the eye.
Amelie looks at it and smiles.
Fortunately, it doesn't get to attack you. Unfortunately, green guys got the same count.
Now they know where you are.
Yep.
Which is good that I'm in this tunnel instead of out in the open.
There's a bug hole right behind you, though.
Once again, good that I'm in this tunnel. I'd rather be attacked from 2 directions than all directions.
This is fair.
What are you talking about? If you're surrounded, they can't get away from you.
God, do I love when that is actually true. And for the most part, it is mostly true. But, yeah, no. Whenever martial arts fighting, environmental control and making sure to get those kill halls is so critical.
If that's what's going on, you aren't centered in a square because of the wall. I'll just do the same for him. That makes life easier. Hello, Amy.
Hello.
It's that time again.
It is.
That time where you get your face eaten.
It'd be that time. However,
Nice.
I meet him. And then, with the power claws. Actually, Why is my sheet not able to scroll anymore?
Just close it out and open it again. That should fix it.
It did, and it be what I did.
But it's not me that happens to only.
No, it happens to me a lot. Oh, hey.
Nice.
Slight bad news.
Still alive?
It's not even in criticals.
Oh.
However, the good news is you do have a but you didn't make an attack roll.
I didn't. Oh,
No.
sorry. I did not. I did the parry. Let me make the attack roll of the lightning claws. Sorry. Damn it. Okay.
Okay. So 75, that's in the leg, so could you roll a d5 for me? Oh, that's good. The target's leg is horrifically burned, flesh and chitin melting and fusing together. It is knocked prone, so it's going to have a nice negative to attacking you.
I don't
Yay.
think it's gonna matter, nice, but I'll take the bonus.
It's super gonna matter.
Fine.
Just watch.
Let's see. Yeah, it's a -10.
Oh.
Now,
I mean, it's something.
Yeah.
It finally happened.
it finally missed an attack.
Oh.
I mean, it still had other
However,
attacks, obviously.
it wants those ankles. It is a Victorian gentleman, this Genestealer. It has a crippling thirst for ankle.
Ah, older taste. I understand.
So, now, initiative 0. Let's make these a +1.
Not allowed to have my toes. Stop it.
Right, you're up.
I told you no feet picks.
What?
Yeah, lightning claw with lightning attack. Still 4 hits.
Yep. He dodging is a -20. So
And Amelie said nay. And then you, good sir,
he's dead.
you too are getting the sword. No aim. Lightning attack. That was a swift attachment. Make that a lightning attack. Oh, he gets the full 7.
Yes, he does.
Okay. Now, and then... Okay, did not go. I'll go back into my little hidey hole. Do not know if I'm actually in a square or not.
It's fine. So, there is unfortunate news. I was counting how far Red guys got. They got still within charge range.
Fair enough.
It's 34. He's going to have to use one of his armors to just pull his friend out, pull the corpse out the way, so he's only going to get 2 attacks. Which is, fortunate.
It still means Amy's facing 1 attack she can't parry.
I don't think so.
No, because I'm only
Oh, right, no,
parried.
this is it was your turn now. Right, okay.
Would you like to counterattack?
Of course. Just try. No aim. Standard attack. That's 20. Hit.
Yep.
See if the damage is enough. Please, this character sheet, why do the damage buttons do this to me? It was not. I cannot boost that any higher.
The grabbing will continue until the cat girl is dead.
How dare you? We will parry that.
Alright. Now, other guy. Grabbing at Kitty butt.
Just barely.
Well, that's enough.
But you will be parried. You said the other guy, right?
Yes.
Okay.
It's a counterattack time.
It is counterattack time. Unfortunately, I'm even less likely to kill this one, because this is the other one, so I don't get... Yeah. Gotta use the claw. I don't think I need to kill him, though. They only have 3 attacks, right? Oh, because...
Yes.
Yeah. Let's hit with the lightning claw. Aim. Sorry, I had to cancel because I accidentally swift attacked. Hey, still hit.
Yep.
Oof.
Damage is pitiful, though.
Oof.
Oofus.
Actually, the first guy you should have been parrying with the lightning claw as well.
Yeah, sorry. I thought, now that he's close enough, I thought what had happened was that there was enough of an opening for like one of them to have enough range for my sword, and the other one would have to use the claw. But it's just a clean hallway. That was my bad assumption.
I'll just re-roll the initial damage with the lightning claws then instead of Calamus.
Now I can adjust it.
Okay.
So yeah, he gets 4 wounds back.
Not that it's gonna matter.
Probably
Gonna
not.
get annihilated when Amy's turn rolls around. Yay!
There was only 2 misses, but they felt so good. Of course I'm parrying. Stop it. Get some help. Actually, you did. I'm killing it.
Amy.
Alright. Like I said, I'm killing it. We're attacking them. Lightning clawing. Lightning attack. Won't get one-on-one bonus until I kill one of them, though. So let's try to kill the north one first.
Yep.
Oh no. Reroll. Weapon Master. Please save me.
Uh-oh.
It did not save me!
Why
Ah.
did you have a -20?
Because I'm lightning attacking? Wait, why is it a -20? Why is it I'm getting it? Okay, so lightning attack.
Is it minus?
Oh wait,
20?
no, sorry. I
He
don't have
has
a
-10.
Sorry. I was thinking of counterattack. I don't have another -20 on there. I should have a +10.
Alright, so it's an exact hit.
Okay.
Unfortunate.
An exact dodge. You how dare you? No wait, no, that's actually kind of bad.
Yeah,
'Cause
that's
I don't
super
wanna
bad.
I don't want to. I don't want to deal with one of these guys with lightning attacks, and I can't transfer lightning attacks. I can do my multi attack now since I just ate up one of his dodges. But if he has another dodge, that's kind of fucked.
What do you mean multi-attack?
If I lightning attack, I can only attack one of them. So I have to specifically use the way lamer skill, which is you only get one attack for everybody in your range.
Oh,
Um,
and wouldn't you need to declare that before your lightning attacking, though?
Isn't it a standard action to do that?
You can only make one attack action per round, though.
Oh.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay, then yeah, it's just another lightning attack. We're locked into it.
Oh boy.
Also,
Okay, let me.
I thought you couldn't use your sword in here.
I
You
mean, I
attack
can.
with
it's
it,
just
but
gonna-
can't defend with it.
Okay.
Because it's cramped, but Calamus can still poke.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
It's not like 5e where it's only a slashing weapon. For reasons.
God, just I'm trying to think of this. All right, so we want to kill which one has least HP?
The north one.
Okay, we want to keep that one alive for when I have to counterattack him, and we're going to want to try to do the south one who has more HP.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Let me make sure I'm counting for everything just before. All right. Gonna try it with Calamitous. Were there penalties again?
None on attacking.
Okay. No aim. Lightning attack. Add the bonus. All right. 3 attacks.
No attacks.
He gets preternatural.
He has 4 unnatural agility.
Oh
Oh,
my fucking god! Of course, I still get to
One
use.
attack goes through because you yeah, that is 4 DOS because it's a 35 difference. So 3.5 goes up to 4. You get 1 blow landing. Make it
Okay.
count.
Do I have anything I can do to boost that? I don't think I do. All right, let's try and make it count. Edge button, please. Give me a second. I can't click it. I have to change my seat. It was not good enough, RNG. Why do you do this to me? Wait, no, he might be dead because I hit him before, right?
He's in the crits, but
Okay.
not very deep.
But
see,
not enough.
34 is actually because you have the thing that adds your perception bonus, don't you?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, that's good.
That make it enough?
We'll see.
Energy body. The target is encased in fire, his skin melting and his eyes bursting like superheated eggs. He falls to the ground a lifeless corpse, blackened and charred.
Ooh,
Exactly.
nice.
Fucking hell, this is really tense.
You know, I figured with you guys' hive mind, eventually you get the idea to stay away from me.
All right. Aim. Lightning attack. Miss. Aim only applies to the first one, I believe, so. Miss.
Holy shit. It's happening! It's happened!
I'm not sure if this is a good thing or not, because,
Yeah, now more Genestealers are going to
it
pile up
means he
behind him.
doesn't get killed by counterattack. Okay, Amy. DCL?
Oh, I was muted. Sorry. I was saying, yeah, no, that sucks, because I could have used this turn to step a thing, but now I'm just going to have to kill him. Lightning claws. We're going to try to hit. Our usual lightning attack shenanigans, because we do not know restraint. And that will be 6, because he no longer has buddies to protect him.
Yeah.
Delete.
He's dead.
Well, what now, Amy?
All right. Can I start summoning them in with the other half action?
You can start setting up for Homer, yeah.
All right. We'll
Do you
start
have the
setting it.
tech use skill?
Oh no.
No. I want it to be known that this is in character. Amelie starts pulling it out, realizes she has no idea how to use technology, and she has spent all of her time training to dodge it, and realizes only now that this might be a problem.
You can make the roll untrained.
I mean, to be fair, she's from a feudal world. Why the fuck would she know how to use technology?
If anything, it's kind of
It's-
been me
it's-
that I kind of suck at technology.
Yeah, it's possible for you to succeed and get it set up this turn.
We're going to try. You know, that was a better attempt than I thought it was going to be.
Okay, so you get started, but just started. And now the clocks tick down and 2 of them reach 0. Because blue and green love going together. They share an initiative count. They always share a spawn timer. I don't know why I'm keeping them separate at this point.
Rem says Amelie just now realizes that she neglected to train the brain muscle.
Oh no, I didn't train my brain meats. Oh wait, no, I did. They're all muscles instead of fat.
Oh. Blue group. I see. There are now 3 directions they can spawn from because there is a black hole there. So it's do the D3 of spawn place. Ah. Five Genestealers there.
Oh god.
Yeah. This is
Oh, that would have been perfect had I had the movement speed, you bastards. Could have just ran in there.
Grabby. Yeet.
That is the thing, though. Are they going to at least have to spend some attacks moving out the corpses of their allies just to get in to attack me?
Why is spending all of his stuff just clearing bodies?
Ah, he's being a team player. I see. Aw, they're even lining up nicely.
So,
Scoopy-doo-doo. You need a parry? As soon as I remember where the parry button is, despite having hit it all day.
Oh no.
Well, I'm glad I had that last fate point left and was been aching it for specifically this.
Wait, you use that to fucking get the movement ability active.
Totem weapon.
one of her,
Oh,
one
that's
of her
right.
assassin talents.
Well, thank God for that.
Once per session, can regain a fate point from this.
Certainly been burning through the Emperor's favor this session. Alright, let's try to counterattack this motherfucker. No.
Uh-oh.
Would you like to Blade Master?
Oh yeah. Do I want a Blade Master here with this single attack? Because there are certainly a lot of them, and he's only getting the 4 attacks on me. I have my parries. I might want it just because I might not want to risk the chance of rolling another 100. And it will be my turn. Yeah, let's Blade Master. I just saw the initiative, was just like, oh yeah, that just works out.
Yeah.
No, standard attack, not lightning attack. Okay.
Barely.
My dice, man. They're just like, I want you to know we're just barely cooperating here.
There you go.
Nice. That's an energy leg, so roll a d5, please.
I really hate those legs, huh?
Hey, Amy's missing a kneecap. She's getting vengeance.
Oh yeah, that's actually a good point.
Alright, the attack flash fries the target's leg, cooking chunks of flesh into char. Toughness test versus 1 level of fatigue, so essentially no effect. Oh,
Yeah, just made him angry.
yeah. Quite angry, in fact.
How dare you? Stop it. I wonder if one of the things it attacks was aren't its legs, so if you like cut off a leg, do you technically cut off one of its attacks?
No, it has 4 arms.
Yeah, okay. I was hopeful.
Alright, and last one.
Dare you?
Alright, Genestealer, time to make a willpower roll. Are you able to overcome your instincts and do the tactically sound thing? Yes. Amy!
Yes.
Actually, no.
You should just disengage.
Never mind. Never mind, because... Yeah, no,
They already moved up.
Yeah. I did not give the normal Genestealers that talent. I did give the Patriarch Assassin Strike. I did not give the normal ones. which is very fortunate.
Yeah, I think if these motherfuckers had assassin strike so they could tunnel in and cycle up their attacks, no.
Right, now another 1d5 Genestealers. Well, let's roll which direction they come from first. Okay, that's good. They do not come from the buckhole.
Okay, I was expecting that to just actually be the bunghole. However, there are 4 of them. I swear, I better get my full assassination promotion after this.
Yeah, you've already earned it, definitely.
I think the problem is it just takes a long time to get all the stuff.
Yeah. You have to just go to a temple for like a year.
See you in Merzenhammer 40,000 Part 2.
I think I'm proving I could skip the initiation process. I'm joking. I know that year's probably spent rebuilding them.
Ceiling scamper. Scamper.
And it's certainly a big
Body.
scamper.
Molest.
How dare.
Well, you're not getting charged anymore after this round. Jesus Christ.
That might be the problem.
Yeah.
Claws will parry him and counterattack.
Alamus?
Yes.
With a minus 30?
Oh, never mind. I will use... Wait, can I not parry with Lightning Claw still?
You can parry with the Lightning Claw, it's just you said Calamus.
Oh, I didn't even realize. I thought you assumed, and I was just like, oh yes, well I do want to do damage, but I need to use a claws. That was my Freudian slip of I wish to murder these things, but I cannot.
Oh.
Let's hit. Flame. Oh, I know it's the counterattack, sorry. No aim. Standard. It's 20.
Wouldn't this just be a
Okay.
parry?
Counterattack, I meant.
You didn't press the parry button.
Oh, sorry. Was already assuming.
And there's that 1% chance, which has happened more than once today, so gotta check.
So he is hurt, but not killed. Grabby.
Happy.
Once more. Grabby.
Thank God these aren't lightning attacks. My God.
They're gonna be next round, which is the problem.
I don't see Amy getting out of this one unless you teleport out.
And she has to finish setting up for Homer.
Well, I mean, actually, as long as only 2 can attack you per round, then you can parry them indefinitely.
Yeah, but I have to kill them then. I don't have the damage to kill them.
No,
Even
don't
with
kill them.
Calamitous,
Don't counterattack them at all. Just sit
Well,
there.
if I don't,
just sit there forever
But-
and keep working on the teleport, Homer, because you have enough parries to deal with 2 stealers, and only 2 stealers can fight you around.
yeah, but lightning attacks, which means that it becomes a contest of who rolls better.
Yes, but
I don't want. I don't want to play that with Merz, especially when I only have to get hit the once.
Well, get that teleport, Homer, set up this turn then.
Really, with my 16 tech use.
Call Castle, have her walk you through it.
I'm
Yeah,
pretty sure.
I'd allow at least a partial assist via Vox. It'd be a +5 instead of a +10, but it would.
Let me try to think through my odds real quick before I try to rely on a 30% chance. At best.
It's a 21% chance.
26,
I was
because 2
hoping for-
people can assist.
Well, that's true. Eloa could also
I was
be
hoping for-
assisting. So 26. Juno could command you for another +10.
Yeah. 1 in 3 chance of getting the successful roll.
Disengage is a full fucking action.
I don't. Where the fuck would you disengage to? They're blocking the
Yeah,
path.
that's also the other thing. I could have tried. Oh no, that would have been.
If it's
too
big enough
far
for you to
away.
jump, it's big enough for the Steelers to have done that too.
Yeah, well, I mean, the point is would have him chase me away at least somewhere where I could reposition and not be lightning attacked.
I mean, you can't get out of here at all, is what I'm saying.
I could have potentially wiggled if I could have moved, but in disengaged without taking the opportunity attack, without being able to do both of those, no. Let's see. Trying to think this out in my head, and the fireworks are distracting me. I hope you guys can't hear those.
Yeah.
I hear my
Happy
fireworks.
Treason Day. Is it? I see it has rolled over here already.
Okay, so for new, especially when I don't get to have the bonus of Calamitous killing them. They all move on their turn too, which is the problem. And even if they didn't, I'd still have to rely on stagger luck. Mm,
36% chance of teleporting out into safety.
I don't trust those odds, so I'm trying to make sure that there's something more secured, but even if long term.
I don't think there is.
let me think. Let me try to explore my options.
I don't think there is either, but I've been wrong about that several times, and every time I'm just like, wait, no, I don't want to waste time thinking about it. Then it'll be later on, oh, I could have done that thing.
This is the point at which you really need to make the optimal decision.
I mean, the problem
take
is
your time.
oh, sorry. Yeah, I thought you were trying to force me into that. Yeah.
Just looking at the other Genestealer spawn clock with a big fat 1 turn remaining on it.
There's also that.
Yeah, no, this position is untenable for Amy. Somehow she has to get out of here.
I wish. I have an armed specialist. If only I could be like a Genestealer and use all 4 of my limbs on a lightning attack.
If you had 6 limbs, you could.
I have 4 limbs.
Yeah, that's why you get to make 2 attacks. You're dual wielding. It's for every 2 limbs you get 1 set of attacks.
I'm sorry, Easter.
Genestealers
Wait, is that actually?
Yeah, Genestealers have 3 set pairs of limbs, so they get 3 lightning attacks.
It's like you want those extra attacks from my arms, you gotta get the legs bought in with them. Fuck you.
Yeah, no. Become a Mechanicus nerd, get extra limbs. We've literally seen a dude do that in this campaign. Got loads of extra attacks from having robot arms. Fucking General Grievous wannabe.
Kenobi.
Hello there.
So, what are the grapple rules again?
Oh no!
Oh my god.
It's been 3 hours already.
What does a body shield look like?
I'm gonna take my 250 XP and go back to Elden Ring.
Yeah, I do apologize to everyone who isn't DCL, but this
I honestly, after all of that time of Eloa being a nerd in space and Juno being a ray of sunshine in space, and both of them just talking all the time while DCL sits in the corner, DCL deserved a session to himself.
Hetz, however, deserves better. He wasn't paying attention, though, so it's fine.
What?
Okay, so
I can agree with all three of those statements.
DCL.
Yes.
In a grapple, all of the following apply. Participants in a grapple cannot use reactions.
Okay.
Other
Automatically.
attackers gain a plus 20 bonus to weapon skill tests to hit any target engaged in a grapple.
Abort.
Okay. Every Western tabletop developer continues to hate grappling with a burning passion.
Yes.
And it's good against, ranged. Not against melee.
Bro, just turn on the teleporter.
I mean, I'm going to try. It's just if that fails.
If that fails, then you're fucked, but you're fucked right now, so it's a 33% chance to unfuck yourself.
36.
36. See, it's better than a third odds, really.
If you had that support, your first roll would have succeeded. You'd already be out of here.
I don't have fate to re-roll that luck either. Like, I really don't trust that.
What the fuck else are you gonna do? You're just gonna get lightning attacked to death in this fucking hallway.
It's a half action to do that, right? To set up?
You could.
Do I get any bonuses if it's a full action?
No.
You could half
Okay.
action
So either way-
defensive stance.
Isn't that like what? Which version is that again? I feel like the half action one.
It gives you
there's
like
one
a
that gives you
plus
an
10
extra-
bonus to parry or something. It's not huge, but it's there.
There's one that gives you an extra reaction, and then there's one that gives you a plus like bonus to defense or parry.
So
which is like
defensive stance is a full action, but gives you an additional reaction, and opponents have a minus 20 to hit you. There's also guarded action,
There you go.
which is a plus 10 to your evasion tests.
honestly, it might be worth it to total up and go full Counter Strike. It would be running the numbers, but I like those odds better than the 130%.
I mean,
Even if
the
it,
Genestealers are gonna just keep coming is the thing. Like,
yeah,
There's
but
a finite number of them.
yeah, which
I
you're
can
not a
keep
third
killing
party.
them, and you guys. Okay, like how long is it taking you guys to get here?
We don't know. We haven't done anything yet. We've done literally 0 things all session. We can't help you because we have not had a chance to do anything.
Yeah. Unfortunately, they are too far away to get here in time.
Combat rounds are too short. Like, we're over a minute away, so...
Like I said, we're over there thinking Bert thoughts and playing Space Hulk Deathwing.
Let's see.
A completely different encounter.
If they just got onto this map, like fastest route
with no opposition. Still, and if we were running even, it would still take us multiple rounds to get here.
140 meters just from the start of this map to where you are.
Did you say 140?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, we can't do anything. So you got to get out of there on your own, man.
I don't think I can even get to you, despite the fact that I have the flyer trait.
What the fuck am I doing here? I have 9 unnatural strength and energy claws. Can I just can I just scrape across this like cave wall and cave it in front of me?
You could certainly try.
Half action to do that, half action to teleport.
Willing to try against the wall at least. Let me see how that goes out.
Good luck.
I guess trying to collapse a bit of a wall would probably be an athletics test.
Oh no.
Only one training in it.
Oh.
I mean, that's a 50% chance. Now I wish I would have actually maxed out athletics. I was just like, when am I ever going to use this? If I need to clap something, I'll just cut it down. Do the energy claws help at all? Or are they what's allowing me to even do it?
That.
Yeah.
Even with the 9 unnatural strength? Like, I'm just, like, I know I keep harping on it, but like, what does 9 unnatural strength mean?
More damage.
So, if you succeed, you'll get 2 bonus DOS. But it doesn't improve your success chance, unfortunately.
Yeah, I meant more like narratively, as in like you have the strength of a super marine, but you cannot collapse a wall.
I mean, the athletics is if you know how to use the strength, which you don't really.
Yeah, but also electric claw. I would be hoping would help. Is fair. I'm just
can you do enough damage to completely block it, or are you just, or is it going to be a time consuming thing? Like, what can you do in 5 seconds?
lightning attack a wall and hopefully like loose up enough dirt or like stones and cut off enough chunks so it's actually a reasonable barrier in front of these bug people.
Yeah, that's
like help
that's
collapse
what
it.
the athletics check does.
Yeah.
So roll it and
So,
see.
lightning. Well, all right. And no bonuses.
What quality are your claws?
BQ.
Best.
Plus 10.
Fair enough. Well, it's a good thing I didn't waste it on the transponder, if nothing else.
Yep. All right. Let's see that, I guess. So,
Yeah.
effectively, it's just a raw dog roll.
Oh, I'm not getting the bonus stuff?
I mean, yeah, but it cancels out your untrained penalty. So it's just your int, effectively.
Okay.
Yeah.
Deck use. No.
Okay. Rip.
Well,
Don't get lightning clawed to death.
Get a fucking full guarded.
they come from the bug hole.
Well, it doesn't matter now because the
There it
bug
is.
hole's already got a bajillion dudes in it.
Yeah, but you know, I like seeing it. You know, hissing and clacking in their nice orderly queue. All right, blue guys. He's not going to aim, so he has a chance to move afterwards. 2 hits, because
I mean, if he's gonna move, I might as well just try to kill him now.
oh, and assuming you hit the counterattack, he's just gonna die. He's got 1 wound, so. He's dead. And we'll haul him out the way. Let's see. Does he have a sufficient restraint? No. No, he just wants in. So that's a move, and now his lightning attack.
Did he not have to have action to move his friend out the way?
It takes 1 of his arms. So he gets 2 lightning attacks instead of 3.
Ah.
That's 3 hits.
Jerry. Don't like the stat. Yeah. All right. Is that 3 DOS or is that 3 hits? Or is that 1 hit going through?
One hit's going through.
And you can't re-roll a guard if it actually is successful,
You can with a fate.
which I don't have because luck decided that I got to die today.
Yep. So,
Good night, Amy.
Oh, yeah, sorry, 21 pin. So that obviously it's 5 toughness. I know that is 17, and then that is still over insta kill.
yep. I assume you want to burn a fate.
Oh yeah, I can do that. I was upset because I was just like, I'm all out of fate, so I can't burn. But yes, I will burn a permanent fate.
Would you like to burn it to just get out of this, or to keep going?
Oh no, we're keeping going. You know,
Really?
DCL, for God's sake.
DCL. Let us play.
I guess welcome to how I feel like most sessions.
Yeah, because you
All right,
don't
fine, I'll
engage
go
with
down.
anything.
I try to, and then everybody doesn't. I can't do anything because I don't mesh well with people. I'm just a weirdo. I don't know what to do.
Whatever, just burn the fate
Fine,
so Amy
yeah,
can
all right, fun's over.
go to sleep. We can move on.
Can I at least say I'm
So-
still up fighting as you guys come in? I mean, like, I won't do anything, but I prefer to, like, it pass out after they get here. Because I'd be willing to just burn all of my fate to keep going and doing this shit. You know me.
Yeah, but
But nobody
that's
wants.
not normally how it works. But
I know. I would. Oh yeah, that's also a good point because the fact that they're not going to be here for a minute, things should be happening to me.
yeah. What I was thinking was,
Well, if that's the case, I don't want to be forced to go down then.
You're going to
So-
anyway. This
'cause
is the
I-
Avenclad thing.
shush. Let me talk. So what I was thinking of, if you went down, is just as you go down, you just jostle the teleport homer in a lucky way. It turns on, and they beam you out.
Okay.
So yeah, the Genestealers do not get a chance to rape you.
All right. I'll accept that compromise.
Okay, so the last Genestealers just slips through your guard and tears your leg clean off.
Did I actually lose my leg? Fuck.
A torrent of blood. She falls, but as she does, Homer she'd been working on just knocks against a wall. A light flicks on. There's a beep, beep, beep. And then she, along with half of the 2 Genestealers around her, are engulfed in a beam of light. Amy's last sight before her body finally shuts down into unconsciousness is her and 2 mutilated Genestealer corpses appearing in a teleportarium. There's a rush of Mediguerres towards her, and it all goes black. Good news for everyone else. She did have literally all of the Genestealers swarming on her.
Yeah.
So they are not going to get any of their "we have fucking Genestealers" bonus on their mass combat roll. It's just the cult's mortal leader with his competence in command standing against you.
Well, that will make this easy at least.
Hopefully. In before the Merz dice just continue, and your entire strike team actually just dies.
I'm confident enough in Juno's insane command bonus to kind of roll through that. We'll see.
So, from the frontline action thing, Amy definitely won her duel, even if she did go down. So, gonna have an extra plus 20.
Nice.
Yeah, let's.
All right, let me start stacking bonuses here. So 20.
Let's grab
Hi.
a Genestealer to serve as the representation of cult. Cult stuff. DCL, you there?
Yeah, me.
Could you roll me 3d10 plus Amy's willpower bonus?
I am afraid, but will do so.
Okay, so they are going to be down 20 morale instantly.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, the killing the patriarch certainly helped. And now let me just open up Mandragora to get the actual boarding action rolls, since that is what this essentially is. Where's the thing?
So if it matters for calculating losses, Eloa is going to be using what's it called? Blessing of Benheric Deliverance.
What does that do?
Gives everyone a shield for a round.
Okay, not relevant.
Okay.
Would be if we were actually resolving this in
This is just a skill challenge.
Oh,
essentially,
okay.
yeah.
Perhaps it could be situated as a extra bonus, though.
Perhaps.
It's Snippy.
My snips.
However,
I'm gonna hit the plus 60, so it doesn't super matter.
yeah. Alright, so
So plus 20 from Amy's duel, plus 10 Pier, plus 30 relic bonus?
you're up plus 60.
Okay, thank you. Not
Alright.
great, but I'll take it for now. Yeah.
You win, assume D5 on the morale and pop, yeah.
Mm-hmm. that
Eh.
3d5 then? Since 3 DOS?
Mm, it looks like it's just a D5
Oh god.
total.
We're gonna be here.
Fortunately, they. Okay. It looks like it's a different D5 for each, so could you...
Okay.
Could you...
It's 3.
Okay.
I said 3 and I meant 3.
They do not immediately break. Next round.
Okay. Command 60. There we go. It's still just a D5, I guess. I feel like
this...
when we the fucking Tau boarding action, it was like D5 per DOS or something.
Did we?
I feel like that's how it was, because this is gonna take a minute.
You know, sure. Let's just do that for expediency's sake, if nothing else.
Because yeah, this is a foregone conclusion. Like I can't lose this fight.
Probably not. And for
Right, yes.
morale? And they break.
Well, they're not getting away.
They are not, but they are no longer capable of mounting any form of organized resistance. And as such, well, turns from a battle into a bug hunt. I think you are quite, especially with Eloa, the Grand Master of using a fucking Auspex, and Casa. You guys are just going to be able to map everything out and purge the bug holes.
Okay, so that does include the Genestealers as well afterwards.
Yeah.
Okay.
They are like almost half of them were dead.
Yeah. Fucking Amy did work down there, my god.
So, and with the cult just melting that quickly, you have injuries, you don't have any losses. So you actually just get into a situation where you have as many Space Marines as they have Genestealers, plus you have almost 400 other people.
And the unrelenting accuracy of the Scitarii.
And a
I mean,
buttload of Hellguns.
I count Scitarii as people.
They're better than people.
No.
They are mechanically enhanced individuals. It's a subcategory of people.
Also subcategory toaster. It's a Venn diagram. Anyway, bug hunt complete.
Yeah? The
Where do I find
Genestealer
my
cult
leg sound clip?
is purged. You do find that deep in there and a large cavernous chamber eventually where a killdozer is in the late stage of construction, but it appears they did not finish it. There are also various maps and plans. Looks like the cult was making preparations to try to storm the main prison facility and take over from the wardens.
Oh dear. Well, Glad we stopped them in time.
Also, in terms of notable loot, it's not much, but they did, as Irenaeus said, there was a shuttle that went down. The cultists stripped an autocannon from it, and some items from the passengers. A good quality power sword and a plasma pistol.
Man, if we were low-level Dark Heresy characters, that'd be a fucking motherload.
Yeah.
We're a level Dark Heresy character. I don't think we would have gotten this far. I'll tell you what. Even with Graves, I wouldn't have done this with Graves of lower level character. I'll tell you what.
All right, well, and I guess we'll just give that to the Vanguard. Just enjoy. And yeah, once the place is cleared out, how long does the total purge before we declare victory take? Like an hour?
It's about total about 6 hours. Major fighting breaks down after the first hour, but clearing it all out. It's a big fucking mountain range. This tunnel's network is extensive, and most of the time is just you and your troops walking from place to place, and occasionally shooting an alien.
Right. Well, Juno will enjoy this tremendously, I'm sure. Got the chem flamer out and everything. Once fighting starts winding down, she will tap the command comm and say, "Right, looks like the resistance is now broken. We're into the mop-up phase. The tank they were working on was not completed, thank the Emperor, and the Patriarch was deftly assassinated by Amy before we began the attack. A couple more hours and this should be secure."
Does Juno want some alone time with the bodies of the Genestealers?
I need some alone time with Juno.
We'll get to you, don't worry.
Oh.
We got you, boo.
Sit a leg. I don't want to lose that agility. I'm so afraid. Not my agility. Take my life, not my agility.
Yeah, I mean, we don't
Well,
have any
I was
significant like, none of our guys die, so yeah, we'll just, like, find a human leg down there, and Juno will pick that up and tuck it into the bag. Oh, dear.
I was more.
The leg was taken in the teleport beam.
Oh, good. In that case, I'll find the kneecap. It's like, I see Amy dropped this.
I don't think I got the kneecap now.
Well, Juno doesn't know you're missing a leg. So we're like, yes, Amy dropped this. Just put that right back in.
At some point, you will get a vox call from Mayra. Juno?
Inquisitor?
Yeah, my Mediguerres are asking, do you think Amy would like her leg back, or would she like an upgrade?
Juno will look down at the kneecap. So I'm guessing she lost more than the kneecap after all.
Oh, yes. Kneecap's gone on the other one. And
the other leg! Bastard!
Oh.
And then there's this old one that just... claw went cleanly through the bone. They can reattach it, but it's gone mid-thigh.
Well,
It was the fly? They attacked the glories? Oh, okay. This is just making me
Amy
angry
does
the more I
have
hear.
deliciously thick thighs. I'm sure she'd like to keep those.
Yeah, we keep those organic. As long as we can.
All right. Uh,
I have her kneecap here for the other leg, if that helps.
oh. Yes, I had a selection of plastier and ceramite ones assembled for her to pick from, but if we can just get the original back in, that works.
Yeah, I'll send a runner up. I'm glad you gave us those teleportarium access, Mayor. That no doubt saved Amy's life.
Yes, yes. I do wish she hadn't turned it on mid-fight. I mean, do you know how difficult it is to clean up half of a genestealer?
Why is it so difficult to use a teleporter?
Juno will just kind of glance down at herself covered in ichor and like slightly on fire. I'm very happy to report that I'm going to learn event quite soon.
Excellent.
Juno will just like mute herself while she laughs maniacally into her helm. Right. We'll be cleaned up here before too long. Suppose I'll head over to your ship as soon as I can.
Looking forward to it. And do remember, bring Eloa. I do have this
Ah, yes, of course.
thing.
Juno will close the line and then just for funsies, empty the rest of her flamethrower canister into one of the genestealer corpses.
Is now a genestealer goo.
I don't feel any better, but it makes me happy.
At this point, Eloa is just going to. I'm not sure how far your psychic range is, but she's going to float down from above. I finished my scans of the area, Juno. It looks like we've cleared out all within my scanning range. The Astartes. What are the Astartes doing right now? Are they still just running around underground? I'm sure Tilpin is having a jolly old time.
They are very meticulously flamering all the bug holes. They may be enjoying it a little excessively.
Oh, sounds correct. My Scutarii are in a holding pattern, doing a sweep and clear. Why are you holding a kneecap?
Oh, this is Amy's. When we're done here, we need to go up to the ship and put it back in.
Do you want to take your time here?
Yes. But if there's something pressing other than Amy's leg.
No. If it pleases you, you can continue incinerating the corpses. I will go over the machine spirits.
Oh, it pleases me very much.
Very well. Eclectic and I shall be aboard aboard the transport when you need us. When you
Yes.
are finished, anyways.
I'll
Enjoy.
I'll be out presently. Mirror wants the two of us together anyway.
Cassa, make sure she doesn't fall off a cliff in her exuberance.
I would probably never. Yeah, unless there's anything else to discover here, I think we just finished the bug hunt. Jesus Christ, Eclectic. Do you know where that's
A
been?
jaunty skull cap. If you want, you may have use of my plasma torch. I mean, that and it is a thing in 40k for not necessarily hats, but even humans. What are they called? The orc hunters on
Oh yeah.
Armageddon.
yeah, Armageddon. Yeah, they'll like have orc heads like attached to chains around their waists and stuff like that. So
And actually with Tyranids, for like Ultramarine Tyrannic War veterans.
Yeah, I was about to say.
oh
If
Yeah,
Juno was a
so,
combat character, she'd probably also be taking trophies, but it's not really her style.
trophies for all. Well, you could always present the skull of the biggest one for your hubby's trophy room.
You know what? You're right.
You know,
I'm gonna
for flexing on other rogue traders.
I will get the second biggest Genestealer's head. No, you know what? Fuck it. We're taking the Patriarch's head. We all share the same ship. It's a communal trophy room.
Some assembly is required.
Some flaming is required. Gotcha.
No, as in you have to put it back together. Amy was quite thorough.
Porque las dos.
Wait, what did I? Oh, you mean the Tyranid body?
Yeah, we're taking the Patriarch's
Yes.
head for the throne for the trophy room.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, sorry, no, I was very thorough there. I was trying to make sure he did not get the fuck back up.
Good. All right. Once Juno has that, let's, I guess, take the Vanguard, pull them out, let the Scutarii irradiate everything to hell, and give all the Space Marines a hugs and leave.
I think that's probably a good place to wrap.
Damn it.
Sorry,
It's
but
only
it
lucky,
is like 11 o'clock your time, isn't it? So...
Yes.
So, yeah, that was well, I would say fun, but I was mostly just reading 40k stuff in the background. I was tempted to launch Elden Ring, but I thought that would be rude.
I wouldn't have blamed you.
Uh,
I
fitty.
thought that would be like a nice, quick thing. And then the dice just said, "We desire Amy blood."
That and Amy has proven that she is probably the hardest to kill member of the team.
Oh, there's no proving that. It's just the facts.
I mean, Eloa is a solid runner-up.
Oh yeah, for sure. You're definitely in second place, but Jesus Christ. Actually, I mean, to be fair, actually, the hardest member of the team to kill factually is Juno, because this bitch has never even gone down.
Fair.
The only one who killed her was herself, and she didn't even do that right.
So
is
in
factually
total,
accurate.
Merzendi, is that 35,900? Okay.
All right. So Merz, this is session. Let me look real quick. This is important. So this is session like 97 of Juno's abiding, ferocious hatred of Tyranids. I have finally led the soldiers of my house, the Inquisition, which I befriended by spending buckets of influence to keep Reeve alive, the Scutarii, who I befriended on Vindalex, the Flame Falcons, whose planet we saved. Led all those forces to purge that planet of the Tyranids, save them, save the whole planet. Can I have fate, please?
Yes.
Thank you.
All right, I have an appeal. Not because I fought the Genestealers, but because I fought Merz, and DC. Can I have a fate?
I'm going to give you a temp one. I'm not going to
Alright.
give you a permanent one. I would have if you didn't have to burn. If you had somehow...
Look, there
Well,
could have
it's-
been a debate for it had I defended. Only for that one turn. I can only say that for that one turn.
Well,
I think if you
Well,
hadn't
there-
killed the
Heck,
random
used to gone
cult goon, I think you would have gotten out of there scot-free.
Well, my whole thing was I killed him because I was just like, well, I don't want him ganging up on me. And, you know,
No,
the
I
Genestealers are
understand the
probably gonna
logic.
be
It's
done
just
for-
like, with the benefit of hindsight, like, oof.
Yeah, with the benefit of hindsight. With the benefit of hindsight, the problem is there's so many things that happened there where it's just like, you know, had Merz not had godly dice luck, had Merz not cut out of my knee, had Merz just not
I don't think Merz's dice rolls really contributed all that much. Like,
Are you
she rolled
kidding
lots
me?
of really good rolls, but they were all on times where she only needed one DOS.
I mean, yeah,
the,
but
the times when the time it really made a difference was when you were stealthing and one of the last two Genestealers currently around actually noticed you. Like that was the one roll where it was just
because
pure
what I'm trying
luck,
to
and
'cause what I'm
that
trying to
made the biggest difference.
because what I'm trying to say is with as many attacks as you threw at me, had just one of them missed before I lost my knee, I would have been in a much better position. But because all of them were literally just hitting and I was getting teamed on and like there was barely any like real breaks compared to the constant Merz luck, it just kind of willed away is what I'm saying. Like it could have been clean and simple, but the dice said no.
Yeah. The Merz dice thing was definitely less about the good successes for the majority of it. It was more just not fucking missing at all in that first fight.
It was more that you were consistently solid across the board with everything just going as it needed to for a while, with like only little hiccups.
For a little while.
Also, the fact that I had to move through 2 rooms, because I did think that once I got out of that first room, I was going to be scot-free, which was why I was just like, no, just rush it. And then it was just like, oh, I have to do a whole second room now that's even bigger. And then it was just like, okay, we need to...
You weren't going to have to do a whole second room. It was just because you were leaving just as they were spawning and like finally getting there. I just wanted to resolve that.
that was also because Merz luck was too good. The Tyranids were just down there.
Yeah, like, are they going to spot you or not? And it turned out, yeah, one of them did, and it's just fucking
Merz dice.
melted. Yeah.
Which is why I was just like, nah, I don't think I want to go out in the open hallway.
I do hope you guys enjoyed it, even if it was just a show for most of you.
Well, I thought it was fun.
Didn't you just get...
Well, hi, Snippy. I hope you don't die of fever.
Same. I do at
It's
least
not
want to
the
say...
fever, I'm afraid. It's the aftermath.
I do want to at least say Savin. It's just like, or at least in general. My problem, real quick, is just my problem with engagement is like every time I try, or when people don't think I'm trying, but I am, it just doesn't work. Like my ideas just don't work. Nobody wants to do them. They're weird. Nobody likes them. It's been like that for years. I just stopped trying because it didn't work, and every time I do, it never works.
It doesn't have to be ideas. It's just like being present in social situations. That's 90% of this like dark heresy is just
Yeah, but it's
social
like
stuff.
eventually I want to actually do things and like be involved in things I'm excited for conceptually, and then I never get to do them, and then I just feel like I'm a one-liner until violence comes around.
I mean, yeah,
'Cause I don't-
that's the inherent problem of Dark Heresies being like you invest in social or investigation or combat, and you don't do all three.
Yeah, but what I'm trying to
can't.
say is that it happens to me in every other game, because anytime I try to touch any social aspect, I'm such a fucking alien that no one knows where I am.
I mean,
And
yeah.
I struggle dealing with in-game lore.
Do we want to shut down the game first before
yeah.
we get into this long conversation?
Yeah, I assumed.
Yeah, fair enough. All right. If you're watching on the stream or YouTube, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow for Savin. Till then, adios and do take care.
Or